How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another edition, of course, DrDelay covering football. That's kind of what I do here. As tonight we have the Arizona Cardinals traveling to Dallas to take on the Dallas Cowboys. The Cardinals, what happened? They were 2-0. They were looking like, hey, DrDelay knows what he's talking about. They're going to be a sneaky playoff team. They're going to be great. And then all of a sudden they find themselves 2-5. Of course, there's a little bit to that. Why are they 2-5? Well, they just can't seem to win close ones. And of course, the Cowboys, they're 3-4-1. About 500, about where most people kind of expected for them. But yeah, the doc is in. Oh yeah, here I am. You agree with me? Yeah, no, dude, I am so upset right now. So I actually caved and got a one-day pass of Sling TV. Cost me $5.41 after tax. So hopefully I get, in order to cover that, I need probably $7.50 from ads. So we're pulling for $7.50 today in ads. So that means hopefully it's a good stream, a lot of big turnout. We'll see. I just got to put a good performance. That's all I got to focus on. But yeah, I completely agree. Disney, man. Sick and tired of them. I really am. But back to of course, the Cardinals here again. They open up the season with a 20-13 win over the the Saints. Kind of a not really a big win there, but they got the win. That's all that matters. Going 1-0 every week. Then they beat the Panthers, which looking back, that looks like a quality win. Now again, the Panthers they're 5-4. They're looking really good. And of course, again, they lost on a last-second field goal to the Niners, 16-15. Losing by 3 to the Cardinals on Thursday Night Football, 23-20. Lost, again, a close one to the Titans. Titans are not good. In fact, I think they blew the lead, unfortunately, for the Cardinals in that one, 22-21. Played the Colts tough, 31-27, and then lost again, just a 4-point game. So every single game that has been played by the Cardinals has been a one-score game. So if you're looking for a good game tonight, well, that's usually a good sign, one-score game. That's at least something, right? So they're looking to, of course, reverse that, flip that trend of losing 5 in a row, close ones to, hey, let's get back on the winning side of things. No Kyler Murray tonight. So, again, I know, some Cardinals fans are split on him. I know one in particular does not like him, and so that's probably good news for the Cardinals. But, again, they, they've been struggling. They can't seem to buy a win. As for the Cowboys, who come in tonight with a 3-4 record, kind of an up-and-down season for them, losing, of course, to Philly, 24-20. Everyone's like, okay, well, that's a close game. Maybe the Cowboys are legit. Maybe the Eagles kind of fell back a little bit. Of course, again, they go to overtime with the Giants. That was an exciting game. I actually remember watching the end of that one after the Steelers very embarrassingly lost to the Seahawks, which turned out not to be an embarrassing loss, but they look pathetic regardless. Again, they won 40-37. Russell Wilson throwing for 400 yards that day. Yeah, no, and of course their defense has been pretty bad, losing 31-14 to the Bears. Of course, that's a pretty tough place to play, if you're not really used to it. Of course, it's only September, but yeah, I don't know. I felt like the Bears were going to win that game for some reason. Then, of course, the shock of the day, or shock of the year, I would say, for the Cowboys anyway, tying the Packers 40-40 in overtime, a game I did not cover. Kind of kicked myself for not covering it, but it is what it is. Of course, they bounced back and beat the Jets, just pretty much everyone has, except the Bengals, I guess. But and then, of course, they lose to the Panthers 30-27, beat Washington all over them 44-22, and then they get blown out themselves 44-24. So, yeah, I mean, again, it's been kind of an up and down year for the Cowboys. They're looking to kind of, again, looking at this, they seem to loss, win, loss, tie, win, but loss, win, loss. So I guess the next trend is the W. Yeah, Al, I ended up caving. And I did a one-day pass. So $5.41. But it is what it is. Hopefully it's worth it. I'm sure it will be. If the game's good and it's a good stream again, it's all worth it in the end. But yeah, that's pretty much where we are with these teams. Again, the Cardinals just can't seem to find themselves winning the close ones, and the Cowboys are just so inconsistent. You don't really know what you're going to get any given game. So that's pretty cool. The flag covering the whole field there. Cardinals are not favored in this one. Dallas is. They have ESPN giving them a 67% chance to win this one. They are also favored by 3.5 as well. And, of course, again, the Cardinals, I mean, they have been just left behind in the NFC West. The NFC West is very good this year. They're all with 6 wins, 6-2, 6-2, 6-3, and the Cardinals, again, 2-5. So they need this. Of course, again, the Cowboys also need it as well. Again, they're 3-4. They're, I guess they'd be about 2 1/3, 2 1/4 game behind, I guess. I don't know how that really tie. That tying is kind of wacky. But, yeah, Philadelphia 6-2. Dallas 3-4. Washington, of course, 3-6 in their division. And New York is 2-7. 6-7, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I didn't even think about that there. That's crazy. But, yeah, hopefully we get a good game. You know, that's all we can really hope for. The over-under about 52. So, what's that, about 28 to 24? Again, that would be pretty much right in line with how, of course, the Cowboys' defense has looked, and, of course, how in the Cardinals, they continue to lose these close games. So, yeah, we're just kind of ready for game time. Hopefully we get underway shortly. And, of course, I'll try to keep you guys up to date with, I guess, what's happening in the basketball world, if you guys care about that, or maybe not. I don't know. As college basketball has started, there's the standings, and I believe there's some hockey tonight. So the Penguins are playing the Maple Leafs. Maybe they can. Oh, there we go. They're up 1-0. Penguins off to a great start, and they're supposed to be rebuilding. So pretty happy about it. What's that thing on your wall? I don't know. There's 3 things, I guess, and they all are elite. Let's just say that. Teddy Belcher. Appreciate you stopping on by, Teddy. I mean, if you want to fight Bengals Steelers, I guess we can. What does Pittsburgh know about basketball? I mean, Pitt basketball, I mean, it's all right. I mean, Pitt Panthers used to be pretty good back in the Big East. Not anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, that move to the ACC hasn't really worked out for the most part when it comes to basketball. And the ACC now in basketball, they're treated like garbage. So, yeah, it's a bummer. But I hear the rumors that Pitt might go to the Big 12 one day. Are you wearing a Roy Gerela jersey tonight? I am not. I'm not wearing a Roy Gerela jersey tonight. This is a custom name jersey. Roy Gerela. That's an old player. That's an older guy there. I believe he was the kicker, I think, if I recall. I could be way off. I believe he was the kicker, but then I remember Matt Barr as well. So I don't know if I don't remember him, but I know that he played for the Steelers. My friend, how are you doing tonight? You doing good? Hey, good to see you. Good to see you, Kenneth. Again, we got some Cardinals and some Cowboys as we are, again, about a minute or two away from kickoff, maybe even less than that. Definitely excited for this one. Yeah, number 13, yes. Oh, it's all good, Bill. Again, appreciate you for tuning on in. Definitely enjoy talking to you guys. As the Cardinals look like they will be the ones kicking off, the Cowboys will be receiving for this one as Ryland boots it away, and we are underway in Dallas, fielding at the 3, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, 30, and Turpin brought down around the 35-yard line, and that's where we will begin this drive. Interesting here. Well, hold on. Jeez. That's not good. But hey, we're going to make it through regardless, but that's not a promising start as far as Sling TV goes. So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys as Prescott is under center. Receiver to left. Tight end in tight to the right. Prescott under center, sending a man in motion. Prescott hands it off. Up the middle. He's at the 35, the 40, and brought down around the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 9. That is Javonte Williams, he's had a pretty good year so far. Guyton, Smith, Beebe, Booker, Steele, the Cowboys offensive line. Williams, Lamb, Pickens, Turpin, Ferguson are the skill position players for the Cowboys as Prescott is in the shotgun. Now he's moving into, now he's under center as it's 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Prescott sending a man in motion. That is CeeDee Lamb, and Prescott handing it off to Williams. He's at the 45, the 50, and brought down at the 49-yard line. There we go. That's another nice run there by Williams, as that is a first down for the Cowboys, already crossing midfield. This is actually the first time I've covered the Cowboys this year. Not many teams left. Again, the goal is to cover every team so far, or in the NFL this year. Only, I think, 5 or 6 teams left there. Prescott under center, sending a man in motion. And Prescott, play action, rolling to his right, fires. It is dropped at the 45. Wide open. That was Luke Schoonmaker just flat out dropping it. And the pass is incomplete. Cardinals defense, Campbell, Tomlinson, I didn't quite see the other one. Linebackers, Sweat, Wilson, Davis, Gaither, and Browning. In the secondary, Melton, Baker, Thompson, and Johnson. So those are your defenders, all but one. Again, I couldn't get the third lineman there. 2nd and 10 for Prescott in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Prescott drops back, looking to his left. Now fires. It is caught by Pickens and slung out of bounds around the 33-yard line. That's a 16-yard catch by George Pickens, and that is a Cowboys first down. George Pickens, I'm definitely familiar with him. Pretty much open there. I mean, the corner was there, but I don't know, he was playing very, very soft. Of course, Pickens pointing where they're going. First down, 1st and 10 here at the 33, and Prescott, play action, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 20, breaking a tackle and brought down at the 18. That is CeeDee Lamb. That is a catch of 15 yards, and that is a Cowboys first down. Just a little fake handoff there. Looks like Lamb ran a curl, just getting up open on a curl, and obviously, but they were playing very soft zone there. Johnson missed the tackle. As it's 1st and 10 at the 18, Prescott under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right, and he hands it off to Williams. Williams busting it outside the 15. He's at the 10, still on his feet and brought down around the 7. That's an 11-yard run there by Williams. And again, another Cowboy first down. They're just moving very quickly. I mean, we're only at the 2:15 mark. I mean, this is a just under a 3-minute drive, and they're looking good. They are looking good, the Cowboys. 1st and goal for the Cowboys. Prescott under center, receiver to the right, fullback in the backfield, sending a man in motion is Prescott. Prescott hands it off to Williams, trying to bounce it outside. Oh, and he cannot. That's a loss of 3. Nolan the third with a big play to bring him down in the backfield. They're only going to give him a loss of 2 there. I don't think he got to the 9, but it is what it is. Oh, yeah, he did not get to the 9. It is what it is. Shouldn't complain about a yard, as that's 2nd and goal at the 9. Walter Nolan, the 16th overall pick in this past year's draft. Prescott in the shotgun. Prescott drops back, moving to his right, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 3 and brought down. That is a gain of 6. Actually, I'll mark him at the 4. Okay, I guess I'm 1 yard off, apparently. What the heck? That was Jake Ferguson on the catch. So 3rd and goal at the 4. Again, I have yet to release. This is my first time covering the Cowboys. Actually, my 3rd time covering the Cardinals. So I don't really know the tendencies of the Cowboys. I don't know if they'll go for it on 4th and goal. We'll see, though, as Prescott's in the shotgun, sending Turpin in motion. Prescott rolling to his right, fires, and it's dropped. Good, though. I mean, honestly, actually may have been hit as soon as the ball was there. So, yeah, no, that's why he couldn't hold on, as that's a 4th and goal coming up for the Cowboys. And, again, I don't know if they'll go for it. We'll see. Good play there by Williams. Prescott breaking the huddle. The Cowboys are going for it in the shotgun. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. It's 4th and goal at the 4. Prescott in the shotgun, drops back, moving to his right, stepping up, trying to get away. He cannot. That's a sack. And the Cowboys turn it over on down. Sweat with no sweat at all with the sack on Prescott. Turnover on downs. 0-0, still your score in this one. 10:32 left to go. Wow, well, hey, they went for it. They drove down the field with no problem, and then they just, once they got inside the 10. I don't know, again, this is my first time watching the Cowboys this year. Definitely not a Cowboys fan by any means. But if there are any Cowboys fans here, let me know if that's kind of like a thing that they have. They just struggle when they get in the red, or pardon me, inside the 10. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, I do appreciate you guys giving me the chance to call games. Again, I know you have to probably scroll all the way down to find me. So, that is, again, it is much appreciated. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Obviously, I'm going to be calling the game. But I'll definitely get to the comment section when I can. So I definitely, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. Again, I just started this channel this year in March calling baseball, and now I'm doing football. I love football, of course. As you can tell, I'm a Steelers fan. So, you know, I don't really impact the Cardinals, except for the Super Bowl 43. That was really nice. Thank you, guys. That was a fun game. Cowboys, of course, we're kind of just natural enemies, but I'm sure we can get through for one night for about 3 hours. And if you want to bring out what happened last year, okay, congratulations on beating Justin Fields, because everyone beats Justin Fields, so I'm sure that'll make you feel better. So, again, we are in a commercial break. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. Let's see here what we got going on. Again, a lot of stuff happening. College, or no, this is the hockey world. Penguins up 2-0. Let's go. The big game, St. John's over Quinnipiac, 92-55. Florida down to Arizona, 59-52. Florida were I believe they were the defending national champions, if I recall. UConn 54, New Haven 35. Again, most of the ranked teams, they're playing like an FC, or not FCS, but, you know, a much smaller school, because it works a little differently in college. Houston and Lehigh, 15-8. We're back here in Dallas again. Dallas just went for it on 4th and goal and did not get there as Prescott was sacked. All right, 1st and 10 here for Brissett. Brissett is under center, receiver to left. Looks like it's 3 tight ends in tight. Bam Knight in the backfield. Brissett, play action. Heavy pressure, is going to have to spike it into the turf. Incomplete. Brissett, as soon as he got, through with the play action, he was just heavy pursued and nothing doing. Nothing doing there. So now it's 2nd and 10. Again, the Cardinals just keep finding themselves, opposite of these close games. Again, they always find themselves on the losing end of these close games. That's going to be kind of their, can they flip the switch? Losing 5 of those in a row, that's got to be devastating. I mean, you could look up, hey, we're 7-0. If those one-score games flip. 2nd and 10, Brissett hands it off up the middle, and he's brought down after a gain of 2. Who was this? I'll cheat over here. That was Mercado. I don't know. I don't think he's Hispanic. I mean, maybe. Hi, Delay Bro. Go Cow Toys. How's it going? I'm assuming it's RC. Because, again, I got I think it changed the handle. 3rd and 8 here for the Cardinals. Brissett in the shotgun. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Brissett awaits the snap. Brissett drops back. Looking, fires. It is caught at the 25. He's brought down around the 31. That is Marvin Harrison Jr. looking like his dad on that one. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Cardinals. He had a lot of expectations with Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, I thought he'd be great. He obviously has had some struggles, in his rookie year, of course. trying to get something going here in year 2. That's a good start here for today, as that, again, is a brand new set of downs. So 1st and 10. Brissett is under center. Sending a man in motion. That is McBride. McBride moving back. Again, Brissett is under center. Just one receiver out there. 3 tight ends in tight. Brissett rolling to his left. Looking, fires over the middle. It is incomplete. Pass intended for McBride. Brissett took a shot at the end of that play. Unable to hold on to it as McBride. Again, they hit him in the hands, but it's a little bit high and wide. And now it's 2nd and 10. Pete Carroll, how's it going, man? Appreciate you. Back-to-back streams here, man. Back-to-back stream. Yeah, sorry about Washington last night. That was actually so unfortunate, man. 2nd and 10. Brissett is under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Make it actually 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Brissett takes the snap, play action, drops back, steps up, moving to his right as Brissett fires. It is over the head of the receiver, incomplete. Trying to see, this was Michael Wilson on the target there. Just again, the throw a little bit high. Yeah, Pete, already this game is much better than the Seattle-Washington game. I hated that game, man. That was a chore. Ooh, Brissett, threw it high and behind him. Not a good throw there by Brissett, which is shocking. Brissett, he's not a bad quarterback. He's kind of a bridge starter. You'd expect him to make that throw, though, as Wilson had it by a few steps. Brissett in the shotgun, trips left, 1 receiver to the right. DeMarcado is in the backfield. Oh, someone moved. That's a flag. Free play. Brissett's going to check it down. Actually, no, throws it down the field. Caught at the 45, brought down at the 46. There is a flag. I imagine it's going to be declined. That's going to be a first down for the Cardinals. That was Marvin Harrison Jr. on the catch. Yep, it's going to be declined there. Marvin Harrison now at 33 yards. First down, Cardinals. They're approaching midfield. Solomon Thomas, the guilty party on the replay here. Looks like just a curl. Good curl. Harrison doing like the safe catch. Just falling down as soon as he catches it. 1st and 10, Brissett is in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to left. Running backs to his side. Brissett, play action. Steps up, fires. It is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Harrison. Great coverage, though. And I think he had a lot of, the Bland there had a lot of contact with Harrison. I think that's why Harrison couldn't hold on to the ball as it's incomplete as Murray looks up at the big screen there. I don't know who that is. Oh, it's Trayvon Diggs. Okay. Trayvon Diggs on the sideline. All right, 2nd and 10. Brissett is under center. Ball at the 46, sending a man in motion. 2 receivers to the left. Brissett, play action, rolling to his right. Dumps it off to Wilson. Wilson, he's at the 50 and pushed out of bounds. That's going to be a gain of 4, just keeping it kind of short. And now it's 3rd and 6 for the Cardinals. 8:08 and counting in this one. 0-0 is your score. The Cowboys on their first possession, if you're wondering, drove the field within like 2 minutes, but then were kind of stumped once they got to the goal line. So they turned it over on downs, going for it. Prescott was sacked. Brissett here getting to the 50 as he's in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Wilson in motion, making it trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Brissett takes the snap. Drops back, looking, fires it down the left side. It is incomplete. McBride unable to haul it in. And there is a flag. Oh, I wonder where this is going to... There is a flag. It's going to be pass interference. Looks like it's going to be against Dallas. Oh, that is a crucial one. I saw hand fighting both way. Kyle Tucker may join Dodgers free agent. Yeah, oh my gosh, I'd hate that. Yep, it's against the Cowboys. That was on Bell, number 14. What's up, Dr. Delay? You the man? Nah, man, I'm just a man. Appreciate you, Raider, man. I appreciate you for for hanging out, man, as always. By the way, man, I looked at the stats. So the Raiders are 0-2 when I cover Raiders games. So I'll leave it up to you if you want me to cover Raiders games going forward. So I'm sorry. Yo, Dr. D, go Birds. Well, if you're talking about the Cardinals, then I guess it's fine. If you're talking about the Eagles, yeah, I think that's one of the few times I'll side with Cowboys fans. 1st and 10 here at the 15. Actually, it was holding, apparently, as he hands it off to Knight. And Knight is just going to get a couple as he's brought down at the 43. So, yeah, it was defensive holding, I guess, because only a 5-yard penalty. Showing the offensive line here, Johnson, Brown, Froholt, Hernandez, and Williams. And then the skill position players, Knight, Harrison, Jones, Wilson, McBride. Telling you what, I've seen, again, Knight play in that other, I think that was a Packers game, I want to say. And, man, he actually was very impressive whenever he got the ball. So, definitely impressive. We'll see if he gets the ball here as Brissett is under center. No, he's not even in the game as he hands it off. No, he is. This is Knight. And Knight does get a couple. So another gain of 2. Now it sounds like he's not that impressive. You look at his stats here, 2 for 5. But nah, man, I'm telling you, he's good. Cards, okay. I was just making sure. Wasn't sure if it was just an Eagles fan, just like, hey, go Birds. I'm like, okay. No, we're not doing that. I mean, you can cheer if you're an Eagles fan. I guess you can say go Birds, but I'd be disgusted in that. 3rd and 6% in the shotgun. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Brissett lifts the leg, takes the snap, looking to his left. Steps up, moving to his left, fires. It's caught by Wilson, breaks a tackle, and gets the first down, fighting those extra yards. And that is a first down for the Cardinals. Wilson with a nice catch, gain of 7. Just keep up the good work, Raiders games with your nail biters. Okay, appreciate you, man. Hey, I'll keep it going. Again, I want to just remind everyone here, it is random on how I pick games. Obviously not as random tonight. Obviously it's Monday night, but whenever it is a Sunday, it's kind of random. I try to go for the sneaky good games. I'm not going to cover like the big games that Grossi and all these other guys are covering. I try to get games that might be pretty good under the radar. So, a lot of gems that I've happened to pick. Oh, Brissett fumbles, and he's just going to have to land on it. Oh, my goodness, that would have been a mess. That's a loss of 2. Let's see, in the Cardinals are 0-2 when I cover them. Again, the Cowboys, I've not covered them yet. Apparently, Dante Fowler is questionable. So that's not good if you're a Cowboys fan. I don't really know how Dante Fowler's been this year, but I know he's been all right, in his career. Definitely a solid player. Never really a superstar, but, hey, he's not bad. 2nd and 12 here, Brissett in the shotgun. Brissett drops back, looking over the middle, checks it down. It's caught at the 32, extending to the 29. They're going to give him the spot. Yeah, he does. Nice. Extending the ball before his knee hits the ground. Makes it 3rd and manageable here. 3rd and 5. That was Elijah Higgins on the catch. So 3rd and 5. Clock approaching 4 minutes here in the first quarter. 6.5 off the clock. Again, the Cowboys, I mean, dude, they moved down the field in no time. But then, of course, again, the sack on 4th and goal. That was a killer. And the Cardinals just chewing up this clock. 3rd and 5. They need to get to the 25 for a brand new set of downs. Brissett drops back. Heavy pressure. Fires. It is way out of bounds. Incomplete. Pass intended for Harrison. That was interesting. I don't know. I like to see the replay and how far out of bounds this was. Harrison looks like he was just running a curl. And, yeah, the throw is just not even close, really. That's got to be disappointing. This is Chad Ryland. This is a 48-yard attempt from the left hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is fading. It is no good. Oh, he pushed it wide right. Oh, he got it. He got it? Troy Aikman just said he thought it was wide right. What the heck? Well, it's 3-0. Oh, wow, it just snuck in on the replay. Jeez. Cowboys were all celebrating. Aikman said he thought he missed it. Holy. Okay, well, hey, 3-0. He made it somehow. My bad. That's on me, folks. But, geez, it looked like he missed it. Everyone, I think, thought he missed it. All right, well, 3-0 is your score. Cardinals leading. Again, the Cowboys were able to drive the field, but they kind of stalled in, within the 10-yard line. Turnover and downs. Cardinals driving down the field with the 3, apparently. So, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, again. I call games. So, again, if you do like the style that I have here, which is more of, again, that traditional style, make sure, again, to leave a like and definitely subscribe to the channel. We are a growing channel, fast-growing, apparently, on the ticker. Oh, we are. This is not apparently. We are a fast-growing channel. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. And as always, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. In the hockey world, again, Penguins leading 2-0 over the Maple Leafs. Zeros all across the board there. What if the Dallas Stars play? They do not. I would mention the Arizona Coyotes, but, obviously that might be a sore subject for some of you tuning in. In college basketball, let me refresh to make sure we're good. And we are. St. John's all over again. That was kind of expected. 105-65. Arizona leading 63-55. Florida, again, the defending champion, of course, again, year to year. You never know what could happen. Still, it's only an 8-point game. Still plenty of time to go there. UConn up by 14. I don't know. I feel like that should be a little bit more of a blowout. But New Haven, shout out New Haven, keeping it close. Michigan State 64, Colgate 55. Tennessee over Mercer 60-40 right now. Yeah, I don't know, nothing really crazy. Auburn and Bethune-Cookman. That's kind of only. It's only a 4-point game. Hey, the SEC, it just means more, folks. And I'm aware Cowboys fans may be SEC fans, but I'm going to speak my mind. Turning here to Dallas again. Arizona leading 3-0. Arizona a few moments away from returning possession to the Cowboys. Again, Ryland, was that a 48-yard field goal? Yeah, 48-yard field goal to take the lead with 3:38 left to go here in the first quarter. Again, every single game the Cardinals have been in have been a one-possession game, so we should be in for a more competitive night game, especially considering yesterday's pathetic one, as he's at the 10, the 15, the 20, reversing field. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, my goodness. He was just messed up by Higgins. Return to the 23. That was not it, Turpin. Turpin just was crunched. And whoever that was missed the block. Oh, jeez. That might be why it looked so bad. All right, 1st and 10 here for Prescott and the Cowboys. Looks like he's in the shotgun pistol hybrid here, sending a man in motion. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Prescott drops back, looking. He's going to dump it off. This is Williams. I believe that was behind the line of scrimmage. Cuts inside at the 25 and brought down at the 26. That's a gain of 3 for Javonte. They're going to roll it. Yeah, they're going to roll it a run because that was behind. And they are actually reviewing this. Look at on the coverage here. They're reviewing to see if he actually got in. Yeah, he did. Just snuck it in. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 26. Prescott in the shotgun, trips left now, actually sending Turpin in motion, so 2s to each side. Prescott drops back, looking to his left. Pump fakes, fires on the middle, it's cut. Oh, Turpin just dropped it. He had it wide open. But I guess the potato was just too hot as it falls incomplete. Again, Turpin did take that shot on the kickoff return. But again, Turpin not really known for his hands. But it was literally, I don't even know what the heck. It's not like he let it. He went and got it. He just literally just couldn't hold on to it. That was interesting. 3rd and 7. They need to get to the 33 for a brand new set of downs. Prescott in the shotgun by himself. Prescott drops back, way back. Steps up, moving to his right as Prescott fires on the middle. It is caught at the 40 and dropped immediately. But, of course, he'll have the first down, but there is a flag. Oh, and that might come back. Oh, it's going to be a holding call. That is brutal. Again, Prescott was moving to his right. He dropped way back, stepped up, moved to his right. So that is probably why. So a 10-yard penalty, and now it's 3rd and forever. So you think Aubrey will answer Little's big kick? I mean, he has the boot to do it, man. Aubrey is one of the best in the business. I know a lot of people, especially Cowboys fans, will say, "Oh, he's the best kicker." I don't know. I feel like that you gotta have more of a resume. I think the guy in Pittsburgh's probably the best kicker in football, but he'll never get the love he deserves. 3rd and 17 at the 16. Again, they need to get to the 33 for a brand new set of downs. Prescott drops back, steps up, looking, fires. Oh, it was hit as he threw it. It's almost intercepted. He literally couldn't hold on. That's why he plays defense. Josh Sweat hit Prescott as he threw it. It was like a quack, quack, quack. But Wilson could not make the catch. Wilson Jr., I think, number 2. I mean, I'm just saying, folks. I had like 98 catching back in the day. I don't understand. It is what it is. So Prescott dodges the bullet as there is the punt, but there's also a lot of whistles being blown, so I'm assuming there's a flag, and there is. False start. Oh, man. And that's going to back him up even more. So now it's going to be 4th and 22. Jeez. 2:11 left to go here in the first. Cowboys had a good opening drive. The second one, not so much. These dang freaking bots. As here is the punt. Almost blocked. Almost blocked. Fielded at the 48. Cuts it outside at the 50. And pushed out of bounds at the 47-yard line. I believe that was Dortch. Dortch on the return of 5. So Arizona will have really good field position as they're already in Dallas territory with 2:02 left to go here in the first quarter. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Really helps out the channel, folks. If you can, that'd be great. It is completely free. I don't want to, scare you away if you think you have to pay money when you see that subscribe button. Again, it is completely free, folks. So definitely appreciate you guys. Pure Adrenaline, appreciate you for the redirect, man. Thank you. Folks, again, make sure to subscribe to Pure Adrenaline Sports. I mean, it's in the name, folks. Sports. You like sports, you're subscribing to Pure Adrenaline Sports. So I appreciate the redirect as I'm going to welcome in those of you that were watching St. John's and Quinnipiac. I believe, again, St. John's, we were up by a lot last time I checked. So I'm assuming they held on and won by a lot. Yeah, it was like 108. Yeah, 108-74, won by 34. Well, I wonder what the spread was on that one. Probably about 34. So appreciate it. Make sure, again, to definitely subscribe to Pure Adrenaline Sports as well. Subscribe to me. Subscribe to him. I think we all win, folks. If you're a sports fan, we all win. It's just more sports content for free. P.S. sent me over, but I've been in between. So hello again. How's it going, District? Good to see you, as always. So I had a starting receiver go down with 0 points yesterday and still got a high score with 166. Wow. I mean, I laid an egg in my 8-0. I was 8-0. Now I'm 8-1. I feel like now I'm going to finish 8-6. I just have that feeling. St. John's put up 108. Yeah, I just checked it, man. That's good stuff. So 1-0 for St. John's as they look to make a nice run this year. Again, to me, St. John's, I know he said they weren't, they haven't made it to the final and since 86, I believe, or 85. But I mean, whenever I think of St. John's, I think of a, quality college basketball school. So, yeah, no, I think highly of St. John's for sure. Always a pleasure. So, yeah, thank you again for the redirect. Again, make sure, folks, to click on his name, subscribe, and there you go. Again, more sports for everybody. Miss Gina, how's it going? Good to see you. Again, we got some Cardinals Cowboys here. Cardinals have the ball at the Cowboy 47 as it's 3-0 with 2:02 left to go in the first quarter. Cowboys' first possession, they drove all the way down the field, turned it over on downs inside the 10. Cardinals kicked a field goal. Cowboys couldn't do anything. They had a punt. Cardinals have good field position, and that's where we are. 1st and 10. Brissett is under center, sending a man in motion. Brissett, it's a toss. This is to Mercado at the 45 and brought down at the 41. I was trying to see who the running back was, as that was a gain of 6. Showing here the Cardinals, again, they've lost 5 straight games, all by 4 points or fewer. I mean, they are averaging 21.9 points a game, and they allow 22. I mean, it's literally, they are so close. I mean, that 2-5 record, folks, is very misleading. They are a much better team than what the record shows. I really believe that. Brissett is under center. Pardon me. Brissett under center. Play action. Oh, heavy pressure. Oh, and the Cowboys bring him down. That's a sack. Ezuraku with the sack. Again, he just led the charge. There were a bunch of them. A bunch of Cowboys bringing him down. The Cardinals tackles just got beat. And, of course, even on the interior pressure wasn't exactly, non-menacing. No, they were there. So now it's 3rd and 14. Again, this would be a real shame if they're not able to take advantage of the good field position. Brissett is in the shotgun. They're at the 49, their own 49. They need to get to the 37 for a brand new set of downs. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Brissett drops back. They're sending 5, steps up, fires. It's caught at the 35 and brought down at the 31. That is Marvin Harrison Jr. Looking like Marvin Harrison out there. That's just a comp that came to mind, I know. Pretty amazing. As that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter, folks. Cardinals leading 3-0, and they, of course, are at the 31 of Dallas. They're actually about to run a play there, but then they ended up, that was actually going to be embarrassing if they ran a play there. But anyway, 3-0 is your score. Cardinals leading over the Cowboys and looking for more. Again, appreciate it, Pure Adrenaline. Yeah, these bots are, oh my gosh. It's horrible. They are horrible. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to hit the like button. It looks like that. And subscribe. And I don't really know I can't really describe what it looks like, but it says subscribe. And again, it's free. It's not like you'll be paying me any money, I promise. You ain't doing that. It is completely free. But again, I know there's a lot of people out there for your attention, so I really do appreciate you guys for giving me the opportunity to call this game. I know you had to probably scroll all the way down, and that's why, again, I thank you for giving me a chance. I believe this channel can be really special. I just need a chance. So definitely appreciated that you scrolled all the way down here. Again, I know you had a lot of options. I'm sure Grossy's covering the game. Football Nation, all those guys. I don't know if Perna is. I don't remember. But all those top guys, they are. Again, that is much appreciated. So, and again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. The chat is a very important part of the channel. So, have at it. Again, talk about whatever. Talk about the game. Talk about, what fan of a team are you here because you like these teams? Or are you just watching because you're a football fan? What's your whole opinion of this YouTube TV thing? I have some opinions about all that garbage, and I hate it. Let's see here. In the poll, 67% of you guys, 6-7, if you will, have picked the Cowboys to win this game. Cardinals have 33% of the vote. And the Cowboys were the favorite. Cowboys were the favorite by 3.5, I believe. And ESPN gave them a 67% chance to win. So again, feel free to vote on on all that in the polls. We're returning to coverage here in Dallas. Again, it is 3-0. Cardinals leading over the Cowboys. Man. Arizona breaking the huddle. As it's 1st and 10 at the 31. Brissett is under center, being held up by the referee. Demicardo is in the backfield. I'll have to figure out how to better pronounce that. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Brissett hands it off. Sutter steps up the middle. He's at the 30, the 25, 20. Tripped up at the 15. Oh, he had it. But a great tackle. Who was that made the tackle? I think Thomas is what it's saying on there. Oh, he saved a touchdown. Demicardo got the ball, hesitated, then he saw the gap and just hit it. Great tackle there by the safety to save 6. 1st and 10 at the 15. Brissett is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Harrison is at the bottom of the screen, going left to right on your YouTube screen. Brissett drops back, looking, fires to his right. It's caught at the 10, and Harrison slung down at the 8. That's a gain of 7 for Marvin Harrison Jr. You're a 33%er, and you're proud. There we go. So 2nd and 3 coming up for the Cardinals. 14 minutes and counting here in the second quarter as the Cardinals off to a good start. But again, they found themselves again on the opposite side of these games. So they really, again, they're looking to just put the hammer down and get a win. That's what they need. 2nd and 3 at the 8. Brissett of the shotgun. Brissett is going to hand it off up the middle, and he's fighting for those yards, but it's going to be whistled dead as the progress was starting to move backwards. Gets to about the 6. Yep, the 6-yard line there. 4 carries, 26 yards for Demicardo. James Conner again, the foot injury against the Niners. That stinks, man. Again, it's a former Steeler. I like James Conner. He was good. He was pretty good with the Steelers, and he's been pretty good in Arizona. He hands it off tonight on the end around. He's at the 5 and brought down at the 4. It's only a gain of 2, but he only needed 1, and that is a brand new set of downs for the Cardinals. And it's going to be 1st and goal at the 4. The Cowboys weren't even ready, and to be honest with you, good stuff by the Cowboys. Only allowing 2 yards there. They were not ready for that, but they recovered very well, taking the edge. 1st and goal at the 4. Brissett is under center. Looks like that's 2 tight ends in tight. Sending in McBride in motion. Brissett, play action, looking, fires on the middle, caught! Touchdown! Arizona Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. wide open. The corner slipped. He literally slipped. I was looking around for a flag to see if he would complain, but he literally didn't. He literally just fell down. Oh, that's a killer for the Cowboys. Bland was on the coverage, looking pretty bland on his coverage again. He just literally slipped. Oh, my goodness. That is tough. Harrison broke Bland's ankles with that, moving maybe 2 miles an hour there. Jeez. Pending the extra point from the left hash, the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is right down the middle. No question about that one. 10-0 is your score. Arizona over Dallas. 12-17 left to go in the first half. Ash, how's it going? Good to see you, man. I've been seeing you more a lot lately here. I appreciate you for checking on in. My gosh, my voice sounds like I want to cry there for no reason. Dr. Death, yeah, how's it going, Lewis? Good to see you. Cardinals leading 10-0. Can they hold on? Can they hold on and hold? Just again, they always lose 1-score games, so that's been their problem. Again, the Cowboys, they got to find more of their, mojo that they had in the first drive. First drive, they looked flawless. I'm thinking, man, the Cowboys are going to put up some points tonight. Well, they're at 0. They've scored as many points as you have, so they need to get it going. I think they probably will. Again, they have a pretty decent offense. I expect that. And the Cardinals, again, and they're okay. The Cardinals are an okay team. Again, I believe they're much better than the record says, but, I would say these teams are about the same on paper. Again, feel free to chat down below and talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. And as always, feel free to vote in the poll right now. 75 votes in. Appreciate you guys for making your voices heard. Again, 6-7. It's the same number. 67% of you guys have the Cowboys tonight. 33% with the Cardinals. Carolina beat my Green Bay. Oh, man. Yeah, I know. That was tough. That was brutal. Pulling for the Loons against the Sounders, but it seems hopeless. Loons. Who are the Loons? I know this. I mean, Sounders are Seattle. You pick Carolina. Wow. I hate to be that guy. The only reason I would have picked Carolina is because I wasn't covering the Packers. For those of you that don't know, and probably many of you, so again, I bounce around the NFL. I cover random games, and I've covered the Packers 5 times. They are 5-2-1. Every single time I've covered them, they've won. So I'm just saying, I might be again, I didn't cover Packers Cowboys. If I cover that game, they're probably 6-2. But it is actually amazing. You can check it out yourself, again, in the live section. Again, I call games, folks. So, again, if you like the style that you're listening to tonight, make sure you get a like and subscribe. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. Your Titans suck. Yeah, they're it's not good. Probably number one. The Jets have the number 1 pick for sure. But, yeah, the Titans not so good this year. Minnesota United. Okay, that's right. I think you told me that already. Field at the 2. This is Turpin at the 10. The 15, 20, 25, and brought down at the 26. That's a return of 24 yards. Nice win, Pittsburgh. I picked them. Yeah, man. I'm very happy you won. Chuck, what you got here? Anyone else cancel the YouTube TV over this garbage? I did not, but man, I'm really upset. Now, personally, I blame Disney. I'm one of those that's going to blame Disney. They are greedy, in my opinion. I'm not saying YouTube is not, because it's ridiculous how expensive it is now. As Prescott's under center, hands it off. This is Williams, cuts inside and brought down at the 28. That is a gain of 2. I'm going to give him 3, really. I don't see how he got to the 29, but it was... No, I totally understand it, though. I mean, again, they are just squeezing us dry. So I personally I hate it. I hate what they're doing to this to us. I mean, we're just a bunch of people who just want to watch some sports. It is 2nd and 8. The computer screen's wrong. In the shotgun is Prescott. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Prescott drops back, looking, fires. It's caught at the 34, and he's got the first down. Brought down around the 40. That is George Pickens with his 2nd catch. 2 for 27 on the night. But yeah, I totally get you, Chuck. I hate that, man. I hate what they're doing to us. Go, Pens, go. Yeah, let's go. They were up 2-0 last time I checked as Prescott's in the shotgun, sending Lamb in motion. Now he returns to a spot, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Prescott approaching line, changing it up a little bit. Fire like karate, I think I just heard. I don't know if that's accurate. Prescott hands it off to Williams. Williams leaning forward. And is brought down after a couple. Not much happening there. So fire like karate is a gain of 2 or 3. Greedy people, man. I cannot want. No, I know. I hate it. I hate what they're doing to us. I really do. I caved. I did the. It's like a 1-day trial thing. So they had to pay money, but that's what I did. 2nd and 7. Prescott drops back, looking, checks it down. It's caught at the 40. This is Lamb. Cuts inside again at the 45, and brought down at the 47. That was a very exciting 4-yard catch and run there. That was pretty cool. Again, he was going to be tackled in the backfield. Cardinals with really good defense, but then again, maybe not so much as Lamb made 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Cardinals miss, and it's going to be 3rd and 2. Is at the 48? They need to get to the 50. Prescott in the shotgun, trips to the right, one to the left. Prescott, high snap, handle well, hands it off to Williams at the 50 and brought down at the 48. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Cowboys. Clock approaching 9:30 here in the second quarter. Again, the Cardinals leading 10-0, but the Cowboys do have the ball. Yeah, I know, right? Vegeta, sorry, it happens. So, Jerry, I'll catch you later. You moron, you're an idiot. Jerry's actually single-digit IQ as Prescott drops back, steps up, and he's going to run off. He's at the 45, the 40, and sliding down. I think he's just shy of the line to gain. Jerry might be needing to take his meds. Monday Night Football was the only reason I had it. I totally get it. I did all 4 hockey games back in the Underdogs Nights tonight to do that. Okay. Hey, good luck, Steve. You usually do pretty well on that. So 2nd and 1. Prescott under center, ball at the 39. They need to get to the 38 for a brand new set of downs. Prescott drops back, looking over the middle, fires down the right side. It is diving attempt incomplete. Looks like Baker wants the flag, but no flag given. And now it's 3rd and 1. It costs so much just to get the right channels to only watch football. Exactly. It's so stupid. Literally, they hate us. They honestly hate us. They hate the true fans of the game. They really do. They hate the people that made the NFL what it is. Prescott under center, sending a man in motion. Again, they just need a yard as Prescott hands it off to Williams. Williams is going to get the first down as he's brought down at the 36. Dak hears voices. Yeah, I don't know what he was saying earlier with the karate and fire, whatever. But, got a few yards on it. Cowboys here, 30 points per game, 30.8, second in the NFL. But on the flip side of that, they've allowed 31.3 points per game. So again, just that is tough. 1st and 10 here at the 35. Prescott is under center, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right, sending a man in motion. I can't see who that is. It's a toss here to Turpin. Turpin in the backfield, cuts inside, breaks a tackle, and brought down at the 32. Turpin and breaking tackles. That's kind of a rare sight, as that's just a gain of 3, and it's 2nd and 7 coming up for the Cowboys. As we're approaching the 7:30 and counting here again, Cardinals leading 10-0 over the Cowboys. Probably that, I'm pretty sure the guy that was literally saying, some interesting language here about me and my team probably was a Cowboys fan, if I guess. I doubt maybe the Cardinals fans pretty upset about Super Bowl 43. I would doubt it as Prescott drops back, looking over the middle. It is caught at the 24 and dropped immediately. That was George Pickens, and there's a flag. That is tough. Again, the Cowboys, it's not the first time they've had a first down potentially called back here. I don't know. And it's going to be holding. Oh, man. Holding on the offense. That'll back him up. Ferguson, the guilty party. He's shaking his head. He doesn't like it. Spike the like. Yes, 27 likes. There we go. Appreciate it again, Butterfly and Lewis, for helping me out here. Make sure, again, to leave a like, folks, and subscribe to the channel. It is completely free. Up heavy pressure. Moving to his right is Prescott, evading. Fires. It is overthrown and incomplete. Unable to find anybody except the turf. It literally hit the turf there. Prescott literally just having to move to his right. Literally, that happened. Literally. Now, again, it's 3rd and long for the Cowboys. Again, I'm sure they'll take a field goal here. They want to get on the board, but again, a little disappointing, I'm sure. 3rd and 17 at the 42. They need to get to the 25 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Prescott drops back. Steps up, looking, fires. It's caught at the 35. Oh, it's a fumble! And no one has it. Now the Cardinals do. And he's tackled at the 24. Oh, my goodness. Literally the worst thing that could happen. Literally, folks. That is tough. You hate to see it. Ferguson trying to make something happen. Fumbles it. The Cardinals taking advantage. Oh, man, that is tough. Like the Cowboys, Cardinals, this is the luxury of Arizona and New Mexico. Yep. Oh, no, indeed. Yep, that was huge. That was huge. Cowboys, again, driving, trying to just get some points on the check down. Oh, man, that's a killer. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe to the channel. Definitely appreciate you guys for hanging out. As I call this game, again, I know you had to scroll all the way down to find me. That is definitely a thank you. Thank you again for letting me call the game. Again, I know there's so many people calling this game, so I know you had to scroll. So I really do appreciate it. Hopefully my style hits, again, it's more of a traditional style. I guess I say the word literally a lot. Now I'm probably going to say it all night. I'm going to be honest, because I do that. That's your Cowboys. Yeah, it's so unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Elijah Higgins on the Cards, my former student. Was he really? I'm assuming that's student. I could be wrong there. Cardinals don't like the Cowboys and goes back to St. Louis Big Red days in the 70s. Well, yeah, I know they used to be in the same division. For sure. So I would imagine there's kind of a rivalry here. Again, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. It's like Ash here saying the game is over. I'm not going to say that. Definitely not. Former student. That's pretty cool. Elijah Higgins. Yeah, I think I called his name already. Pretty sure. Yeah, Elijah Higgins. Look at that. 1 for 7 on the day. That's cool. But, yeah, again, I do have a poll. Feel free to vote and let me know who you think's going to win. 66% of you guys have the Cowboys winning tonight. 34% have the Cardinals winning tonight. Right now, though, looking like the other way. Stephen A. Smith and Jerry Jones. That's interesting. They're hugging each other and shaking hands. That was weird. All right, 1st and 10 here at the 24. Brissett in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, tight ends in tight. Sending a man in motion. Brissett hands it off. Cuts inside, leaning forward, but can't find anything. As he finds a wall of Cowboys. They're going to give him a yard, apparently. But it's going to be 2nd and 9 coming up. Yeah, that is just unfortunate. Again, the Cowboys on the first drive drove the field. Turnover on down. Second drive, that was not good. That was a mess. Third drive, looking productive. Then the penalties start backing them up. Trying to settle for 3. And again, just the fumble. As Brissett drops back. Looking over the middle. Tosses. It's caught at the 30. Breaks a tackle. Cuts inside. Spinning around. And gets the first down. Needed to get to the 34. He gets to the 34. That's a brand new set of downs for the Cardinals. McBride on the catch and run. And again, a very nice catch and run. This is crazy indeed. Cowboys not tackling. And again, I'm sure that's something that Cowboys fans have probably seen. Again, they have allowed an average of 32 points a game. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball at the 35. Brissett under center. Play action. Rolling to his left. Fires. It is incomplete. McBride had his guy burned. Unfortunately, Brissett wanted to burn the turf with that pass because that was definitely off the mark. I don't know why they're showing the fumble recovery again, but they are. And Budda Baker. His first takeaway since 2022. I mean, his fumble recovery. Anyone could have really had it, but hey, good for him to get the loose ball under control. 2nd and 10. Brissett is under center. 2 receivers left. Tight ends in tight. Brissett. Play action. Steps up. Heavy pressure. And down he goes. Sack. That was Clowney with the sack. Jadeveon Clowney, man, it's been a while since I've seen him play. It's been a good bit. And now it's going to be 3rd and long for the Cardinals. Sack attack, yep. All right, 3rd and long, 3rd and 16 to be exact. Brissett is in the shotgun. Trips to the right, one receiver left. They need to get to the 45 for a brand new set of downs. They're at the 29. Sending a man in motion. That is Jones. Brissett drops back. Looking. Steps up. There's a flag. Throws. It's caught at the 34. And the Cowboys swarm to him. McBride extending, but not really for much. Brought down around the 35-yard line. Again, there's a flag. This may be a hold. And I imagine they decline it. Yeah, it's going to be declined. Cowboys defense holds. They needed it. They needed it. Now the Cardinals will punt it. Cowboys, again, will have a chance, an opportunity to get something going. At least get some points. Again, they've been, honestly, again, 2 of the 3 drives, I would say not too bad, but just turnover on downs, and then a fumble. That is just, you can't do that. Turpin back to receive. Gilkin. Is it Gilkin or Gillikin on the punt? As here is the punt. Oh, it's blocked! It's blocked! It's in the end zone. The Cowboys rushing to it. It's recovered. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. Just like that. That came out of nowhere. Turpin doesn't need to do anything. Unbelievable, literally. Literally, right? The real deal, literally. Wow. That was not Gilkin. That was O'Donnell. Why the heck did they say Gilkin? OMG, indeed here is, again, the Cowboys now on the board. Their offense couldn't do it. So I guess their special teams will. As we're pending the extra point. So now it's 10-6. Aubrey out. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 10-7. The Cowboys are on the board. With 3:58 left to go in the second quarter. Literally the real deal. Literally. Hey, by the way, let it live rent free. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Scoop and score. Yep, new face mask. Wait, face mask? Well, at least the Cards get the ball. Yeah, they get the ball back. Yep. St. Louis Cardinals were in the NFC East. Yep. And then even the Arizona Cardinals were, in the East. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to hit that like and subscribe button. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Again, I know there's a lot of competition out there, so I appreciate you guys scrolling all the way down here to find me. All I ask for is a chance, and I believe in my ability to try to, to win you over. Pretty much. That is it. But yeah, no, that is pretty much it. Again, I call games. It is random on Sundays. I do call, of course, the Steelers. The Steelers do take priority over everyone, but of course I do bounce around the NFL. Again, I can, you can look at the live section. I might show it off during halftime because again, I got not much to do during halftime. But this is the third time I cover the Cardinals, first time I cover the Cowboys, and that is it. Check out some hockey scores in the meanwhile. Again, my Penguins are playing. Again, I don't really watch hockey, but I do pull for the Penguins, as they are at 3-0 in the Maple Leafs. Oilers 1, Blues 0. Canucks and Predators at 1 apiece. 1 apiece. There was a big game here. Yeah, Florida and Arizona. Arizona leading 88-80. I imagine some of you guys are Arizona fans. They get the ball back, and it's blocked again. Yep, I don't think Arizona Cardinals was in NFCs. Think you might break the world record for saying that. It's fitting you say. It is what it is also. It is what it is. Yeah. Real deal. I guess I'll catch you later, man. I mean, again, I try. I know I'm not for everyone, but it is what it is. We'll see ya. Just kidding. We'll see ya around. They moved west. Yep. I guess she got the game. Yeah. Definitely had to do something else for it, but yeah, we made it happen. Let's see here. Alabama, again, they're up. Iowa State. No real upsets except for Bethune-Cookman and Auburn. That is crazy. As Aubrey kicks it off, and that's fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. Oh, and he hits his own guy, bounces off of him. He's at the 25 and brought down at the 26. That is Dortch. Dortch with the return. Go Penguins. Oh, yeah. No, we're looking good there. Reviewing the punt. Again, that was just a great rush there by the special teams. Jeez, these bots. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Cardinals at the 26. Brissett is under center. Two tight ends in tight to the left. One receiver to the right. Brissett, play action. Looking, checks it down, it's caught. He's at the 30, the 35. This is Higgins at the 40 and brought down at the 42. The former student of Butterfly with a brand new set of downs for the Cardinals. He just got home. Also, my brother's at the game. Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, I saw tickets were only like $18. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So, brand new set of downs for the Cardinals. Going to be 1st and 10 at the 42. Brissett is under center. McBride is on the sideline. Receiver to left, 2 receivers to the right. Brissett, play action. Cowboys sending 6. No one gets there. Throws. It's caught at the 42 and dropped immediately, but he will have the first down. That is Marvin Harrison Jr. Again, looking a lot like his dad tonight. 6 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, that is unfortunate for the Cowboys to send 6. They actually had another guy that was acting as a spy. So if you have 7 people up there, I mean, that is not a recipe for success if you can't get home, as it's 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball at the 42. Brissett under center. Receivers to the left, receivers to the right. Brissett, play action. Looking, is going to check it down. It's caught. This is Higgins again at the 40. Oh, bounces off a huge hit. And now he's tackled at the 35. Higgins. That's a tough guy there. Again, Butterflies, former student. The nice catch and run. Gain of 3. And that is going to be the 2-minute warning. 10-7 is your score. Cardinals leading, and they are driving. Again, the Cowboys have yet to score an offensive touchdown. But yeah, they're only down by 3. Tickets $18. Parking $25. Yeah. You taught him well. Oh, yeah. No, you did. 86 or 87, I think. As far as the Phoenix thing or Arizona. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was in the 80s. You are correct. I couldn't tell you the year. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do pretty much. I call games. I call games. So if that sounds good to you, definitely leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many people as I can, even people that criticize. But then again, I guess that I'll kick you out eventually. I will kick you out eventually. No, not one bad. I mean, 99% of the comments are usually positive, so I do appreciate you guys. You guys are always awesome for the most part. I really do. Thank you guys. And again, I do thank you for scrolling all the way down here. So I know you really did to find me, because I am not exactly the most sub to channel. Again, I just started doing this year in March, so we've definitely made progress. Definitely making progress. Again, the goal is to get 1,000 subs in 12 months, and we have smashed that. So we're on our way, folks. It's just a matter of time. Let's go, Higgins. 34 likes. Yep. What's up, DrDelay? How's chat or how's the game going? It's going good. It's good. It's much better than last Sunday. Sunday night's game was horrible. His mom was a PE coach at the school. Oh, nice. What a crazy win yesterday, Doc. Wow. Yeah, I know. Really excited. I did pick them to win in the pick 'em, so maybe I did feel like they were going to win, but they usually lose 3 in a row. The Steelers always lose 3 in a row, and you know that. We went through that little history lesson there. Let's go, Jake Plummer's Cardinals. Yep, a lot of money on Dallas tonight. Ooh, that's usually the Hoes won big with Minnesota winning and Tennessee losing only 7. They lost big with Buffalo. They are rooting for the Cards. Ooh. Again, when the money is one way, it usually means the other way. Not saying it's always the case, but it usually, I don't know, it's always interesting. So get information there. If the money's on Dallas, we'll see. 3-game curse is over. That doesn't mean anything. We could lose 3 games late. As Brissett has it 2nd and 3 at the, was that the 35? Yeah, he's at the 35. Brissett hands it off up the middle, and Knight is just blown up by Fowler. Oh, my goodness. As soon as he got the ball, nothing doing there. And I believe the clock has stopped, so I'm assuming someone called a timeout. Cowboys called a timeout. Okay. Jeez, Brissett just trying to hit the hole. But he was denied by Fowler. Now it's going to be 3rd and 2. Maybe 3rd and 3. I don't know if where they're going to mark it. It's going to say 3rd and 3, actually, with 1:56, so they clock that at 1:56. So timeout again, Dallas. Hopefully it's not as long. Doesn't look like it's going to be. The house one, but yeah, I think I may have said like the garden hole, the garden hose. Yeah, I don't know. Again, when it comes, I don't know. I mean, it could have been another term. Like I'm not familiar with it. All right. They're still doing commercial. I see the game happening to the right. That's interesting. Brissett's in the shotgun. Receiver to left. He's under center. They need to get to the 32 for a brand new set of downs. Brissett sending a man in motion. Brissett fakes the toss. Steps up. Checks it down. It's caught by Knight at the 40. And he gets the first down. Push out of bounds across the 30 at the 28. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Cardinals. Of course, the clock stops at 1:50. Is that Clowney there? Clowney almost got to him. Clowney was just inches away. Oh, man, that could have been just inches away from, 4th down there. 1st and 10, though, regardless. 1:50 again here in the second quarter. Brissett in the shotgun. Trips left, one receiver to the right as they're at the 27. Brissett drops back. Looking, checks it down. It's caught by Knight at the 25. He's at the 20 and pushed out of bounds at the 15. That's another brand new set of downs for the Cardinals. And another time the clock stops at 1:44. The Pittsburgh Tomlins will lose 3 in a row. They are destined to do it. Yep. If not, they will lose 2 in a row 3 times. Oh, jeez. I hope not. That would actually be very sad. So, brand new set of downs for the Cardinals as it's 1st and 10 at the 15. Brissett in the shotgun, trips left, one receiver to the right. Brissett drops back, looking, fires over the middle. It is incomplete. Pass intended for McBride. No flag on the play. McBride really wanted it. Glad you decided to call this game. It wasn't really... I mean, I guess you could say it was my choice. I ended up having to spend a little bit more money than I would have wanted. But hey, it is what it is. It's a good turnout so far, so that's good. 2nd and 10. Appreciate you guys again for hanging out. 2nd and 10. Brissett is in. Now I can't speak. In the shotgun is Brissett. He hands it off. This is Dortch at the 10, leaning forward and brought down at the 6. That's a gain of 9. Dortch was used as a running back. He's a receiver. That was interesting as the clock continues to run. The Cowboys with 2 timeouts. So this is interesting. Again, I guess they're maybe thinking they get the first down. I don't know. Again, they just need to get to the 5 for a brand new set of downs. Sorry, Isaac. I don't even know. I have no idea. Isaac. Do I know an Isaac? In the shotgun is Brissett. Brissett hands it off to Knight, cutting it outside. Now inside, fighting forward, leading forward, and he's going to be stopped at the 1. That is a brand new set of downs for the Cardinals as Dallas takes a timeout with 52 seconds to go. How long did you master the radio voice? It's just voice acting, honestly. I'm just trying to repeat how I heard it. Appreciate it though. I appreciate that. That's nice. How are you watching it? I ended up paying the money for another stupid thing. I mean, it's not too bad, but yeah, it's really dumb. I hate it. Again, I have YouTube TV, so I was definitely impacted by it, but I ended up paying for something else. Shouldn't be, though. It's not the worst financial decision I've made, but, again, if I want to make it in this cruel YouTube world, I got to invest a little bit. How's it going, Chris? Yeah, we got a good one. Much better than last night's sleeper, man. Jeez, that was horrible. First and goal at the, actually, I'll mark it at the 2. Brissett is under center. Brissett hands it off the middle. This is Knight, and Knight is brought down at the 1. And the Cowboys, I believe, are going to take their final timeout. If I had to guess, the clock has stopped. I don't see anyone being charged anything. I'll cheat over here. Yeah, the Cowboys have taken their last timeout. Nice. Isaac is a former student who subscribed last year. Okay, cool. Nice. Which device? Watching on a screen. So sad that you need so many services. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. Pens up 3-0. Nice. But, yeah, I mean, if you're asking about the specific, provider, I have it Sling. Ended up going with Sling. Second and goal. Brissett is under center. Brissett looks like he's going to do the quarterback sneak. He is, and he's in. Touchdown, Arizona Cardinals. And they take a 2-score lead, 49 seconds to go. Looks like they put more time back on the clock there. Kraft towards AC. I know, I saw that, dude. Is McBride, he was blocking. Kraft is out. Yeah, it's so sad. We better beat the Chargers next week. We better, dude. I have some bad news, actually, about that. And I will share that very soon after this extra point. I will share some bad news about that very soon. So, again, 16-7% on a 1-yard rushing touchdown as we're just waiting here. I believe this is, again, Ryland, I think, the kicker. I could be wrong. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is good. 17-7, Cardinals leading over the Cowboys with 49 seconds left to go in the first half. Good evening, Bing. How's it going? Pittsburgh does not win in California. They won in 2022 or 2023 in Los Angeles. But anyway, so actually I have some bad news for Steeler fans like me. The Chargers, I've covered them 3 times so far this year. Again, how I decide games is random. And they're 3-0 in those games. So that is not good. If this is anything like the Packers, who were 4-0 when I covered the Steelers, when I covered the Packers there. Yeah, that will not end well. So my bad. My bad if we lose. That's on me. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. It's completely free to do so. You don't have to pay me a dime. But yeah, definitely subscribing helps the small channels. Again, this is not going to be a small channel for much longer. It really won't. Because we are growing. We are growing. Again, started this thing in March. Apparently, again, this is what ChatGPT said. If you hit 1,000 subs in 12 months, you are destined for success. Again, we've crushed it. We're over 1,700 now, as we are entering our. It really started at the end of March too, so I can. Well, no, no, that's actually not true. It started at the beginning of March. So yeah, month number 8 and counting. So appreciate you guys. Now again, the Cardinals are 0-2 when I call games, so maybe that breaks here. So I mean, that's not always. Again, you can't always look at these random stuff that I'm calling and decide. But yeah, that is kind of a bummer though. Went to a Steelers-Chargers game when I was a kid in San Diego. The Steelers beat the crap out of us. It wasn't close. Nice. Very nice. It's a shame, though, they're out in San Diego, man. I hate that. I hate that they're not there. All right, let's see what's happening across the hockey world. Again, I was told 3-0 Penguins. And they are still up 3-0. Looks like they're in the intermission there. Oilers 1, Blues 0. Canucks and Predators at 1 apiece. And Bethune-Cookman up 63-61 over Auburn. By the way, folks, the SEC, it just means more, by the way, as we're ready to kick things back off here in AT&T Stadium. Versus San Fran versus Raiders, Chargers, California. Pittsburgh is like 3-12 during Tomlin's tenure. I have to fact check you on that, but you're probably right, though. We did struggle going out west. That was more under the Ben era, though. I'll be honest. I think we've had more success since. So Ryland taking his time here to really kick this thing off. Again, it's not like they even kick it anymore, really. As there it is, just a little pooch kick. Field it at the 2. He's at the 10, the 15, reversing field. He's at the 20, bouncing it outside the 25. He's at the 30, the 35, and pushed out of bounds at the 37. Now, again, the Cowboys have no timeouts, of course. So I imagine they'll be working the sidelines maybe a little bit later. Right now, of course, they can play maybe a few plays down the middle of the field if they're chunk plays. But the Cowboys, again, they could make this a one-score game with no problem. Again, they have Brandon Aubrey, not too shabby of a kicker. You should be okay. Joe Alt is out for LAC. They can't win without him. I hope so. We'll see. We'll see. 1st and 10. As Prescott is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Prescott drops back, looking, moving to his right as Prescott fires it out of bounds, incomplete. As he was under heavy duress. How was your Friday night announcing game? It's been good. Last regular season game this Thursday. So terrible news. I actually won't be able to cover a Thursday night game. As they have it because it's the last week of the season. They're playing it on Thursday. So that is a bummer. Ooh, Prescott's ankle was kind of rolled up there. He's fine, though, apparently. 2nd and 10 at the 38. In the shotgun is Prescott. Prescott drops back. They're sending 5. Checks it down here to Ferguson at the 40. And he's brought down at the 46. That's a gain of 8. Now 26 seconds, 25. And they got to get it clocked here, or at least keep going. This is interesting. 19 seconds. Prescott in the shotgun. Drops back, looking. Fires. It is caught. He was being moved out of bounds. Oh, they're going to wind the clock. 11, 10. Oh, man, the winding. He was pushed out of bounds backwards. 6. Oh, my goodness. 4, 3, 2. Oh, man, that's a killer. Ferguson can't believe that he was signaled that he was going out of bounds backwards. I could see him moving backwards. Oh, man. They're going to bring out the field goal unit, by the way. This would tie the record. Unless he's going to line up a yard far. I don't know. This would, again, it's at the 50. This would mean it's a 68-yarder. Wow, 68-yard attempt here. The snap. The hold, the kick. It is up, and it is no good. I think it may have had the distance there. 68-yard attempt is no good. So that is halftime, folks. 17-7, Cardinals leading over the Cowboys. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. And, of course, I'll be here during halftime. Feel free to go get a snack or whatever you want to do. But I'll be here chatting up with you guys or looking at whatever's happening across the sports world. But, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. And, again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. It is Scott again. I'm doing all right, Scott. How are you doing? Good to see you. As always. Tripping. No, it wasn't tripping. Dak got hurt. Not necessarily. He's okay. He kind of, got hit in the the guy landed on his ankle, but he seemed to be fine after that. And it was really only his leg that landed on the ankle. Don't forget to like and subscribe to DrDelay, the best play-by-play guy around. Thank you again, Chris. I appreciate it. I try. Not for everybody, though. Not for everybody, but I try to be. No Little there. Yeah, no, little 68-yarder. Oh, you're talking about Cam Little. Yeah, Cam Little would sink it. Not to troll here, Cowboys fans, but again, I'm told this guy's the best kicker. Cam Little did it on grass. So, just saying, so it's a little bit more difficult than the turf. Doing pretty good. That's good. The guy with the ponytail and freckles, Little Debbie. Oh, I didn't see. I must have missed it. All right, 10 more minutes until halftime is concluded. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, feel free to chat down below. I'm just going to check over some scores from across the sports world here. Might even check some NBA scores. I'm not really an NBA guy, but might as well. Penguins up 3-1 over the Maple Leafs in the third period. Oilers 2-0 over the Blues. Canucks and Predators 1-1. That's the standings, so we can use this as the NBA world here. Let's see. Timberwolves 121, Nets 101. Bucks winning, I guess, in the final seconds because they just went up. They just won on the game winner. 117, 115 over the Pacers. Jazz 88, Celtics 79. Knicks 105, Wizards 88. Mavericks, this might be important to some of you guys, 65-64 over the Rockets. Pistons 65, Grizzlies 56. Nuggets 41, Kings 32. In the college basketball world, again, we had a potential upset happening as everyone else seems to be fine. But Auburn has taken the lead against Bethune-Cookman, 71-68, with 4:29 left to go in that one. Man, that would be interesting if that upset were to happen. But right now, Auburn, though, taking the lead. And then other stuff happening here. St. John's again over Quinnipiac 108-74. Arizona 93, Florida 87. UConn 79, New Haven 55. Arkansas 109. Southern 77, pardon me. Tennessee 76, Mercer 61, Michigan State 80, Colgate 69, Toothpaste just couldn't do it, and North Carolina 94, Central Arkansas 54. Hey, game is on local channel 12. I will turn down sound. Oh, yeah, you're good. You don't have to worry about that. Right now, again, there's no game on. That's where you're watching local. Yeah, I didn't have that. They literally took it away. They literally took away my local channel, which was ABC, which is crazy to me. Which is crazy. Let's see here how much time is left. Hopefully that wasn't it. That'd be kind of a bummer. Okay, 8 minutes left until the half. All right, so after this one, again, my goal is to cover every team at least once. I need to cover the Giants. I guess I've covered every AFC team except the Titans. So Giants are left, Bears, Panthers. That is it. Okay, so just 3. Panthers, Bears, Giants. Yep, okay. Well, dang, I'm farther ahead than I thought. Maybe I try to make it twice. I don't know. Funny thing is, an average soccer player would kick a ball 70 yards through the uprights 40% of the time. Probably. You don't have the same satellite we do? I do not. Apparently not. I don't know. Like, I have YouTube TV, and they took away ABC on here. Just watching it with an antenna hooked up with my old TV. Oh, that's probably what it is then. Yeah, the antenna's going to be OP at this point. You'll get your local channels for sure. But again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are a sports fan. Enjoy the broadcast. Again, I try to mimic the radio broadcast style. That's literally what I do here. So, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, I know I need to scroll all the way down here to find me, so I really do appreciate that. Cowboys kicker just not quite as good as Jags. Yep. Sorry, no, little might be the leg now. Cowboy comeback, we'll see. I mean, again, the Cardinals have lost 5 in a row by 1 score, and the Cowboys, again, they're a team that can score points. So it's going to be, I think, a pretty good second half. I genuinely believe that it's going to be a very exciting second half. The best of this game has yet to come. But that's just me. I'm just a broadcaster. I don't know nothing. But I kind of do, actually. So let me actually tell you why. Of my picks. I don't know if you guys do the pigskin pick'em. I'm 85 and 48, so that's in the 84 percentile. So, again, I expect to be in the 90 percentile. But I'm 10 and 3 this week in my picks. It's actually a good week because, again, I've struggled in the last few weeks. So, I got to make my picks for week 10 soon. So, yeah, 85 and 48. I don't know, again, how many of you guys do this or whatnot, but it's pretty fun. It is pretty fun, if I say so myself. Cardinals have made an art of blowing games this year. Yeah, this will be interesting. Again, the Cardinals have lost 5 in a row by 1 score, and again, I can kind of show you. I don't know how familiar you guys are with the Cardinals. I imagine, again, people that don't watch the Cardinals aren't. But as you can see, again, they, of course, beat the Saints 20-13, beat the Panthers 27-22, then lost to the 49ers by 1, 16-15, lost to the Seahawks by 3, 23-20, lost to the Titans by 1, 22-21, lost to the Colts by 4, 31-27, lost to the Packers by 4, 27-23. They've lost these close games, and that is just, as a Cardinals fan, you're just like, man, or even as a player, you're just like, just a few of those games go the other way, and you're a playoff team. But unfortunately, it's not been the case. You got $30 parlay for $400. Okay, well, I'm pulling for you, man. I pull for everybody in their bets. I know it's kind of lame, but the only time I pull for the participation trophy is when you guys have money on the game. But obviously, that's not going to happen. Not everybody can win, obviously, except the house. The house always wins. Thank you for my shout out last night on the Barner touchdown. I fell asleep. Oh, you're good, man. That game was terrible. And of course, I mean, I feel horrible for Jaden Daniels to get injured like that, man. That is horrible. Though we apparently, I don't know. I thought his arm was broken. Apparently, it was a dislocated elbow, and he may come back this year, which would be shocking to me. I mean, that would be amazing if he came back. So anyway, that's how, again, the Cardinals have just been losing close games, and that has got to be frustrating for Cardinals fans, and again, Cardinals players, of course. Can I go back in time and bet on Luka getting traded? Yes, you can. Good luck. I believe in you. Still can't figure out how the Panthers won at Lambeau. I mean, yeah, that's rough. That is rough. Hell, all I can do is hope for everyone not like you're controlling the game, or have we met the scriptwriter, dude? Keep it quiet. Keep it chill. Okay. No need to talk about it. No need to talk about it. Oh yeah, Chris. Again, Chris is a Packers fan. He couldn't believe it. I don't think any of us could. But I'm telling you though, hey, the Panthers might be all right. Again, they're 5-4. Like then again, they could just fall apart at the end of the year. But also, I'm 5-0, or the Packers are 5-0 when I cover them, and they're 0-2-1 when I don't. So I'm just saying that I might be the reason the Packers win. It's like, oh, they know DrDelay's covering the game. We got to show out. We got to score 27 or more points. Just saying. He should have been out of the game. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Because I know Quinn kind of got ripped for it, and. Yeah, I mean, you're right. You are right. For me, though, if I were the coach, I'm like, man, he wanted to stay in. But he just came off of injury. It is a blowout. You just, yeah. I mean, it just, I would like to think I would make that call to pull him, but I don't know. Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, whoever the scriptwriter is, which is totally not me, by the way. I'm just saying, not me. Definitely legit. I seen Love go from Rodgers to Favre on that 4th down. Which one? NFL ought to throw in losses to bad teams because they didn't want the Packers to run away from. Oh yeah, that's what it was. That is what it was. No denying that. Let's see here. How much more time we got? We got about a minute left. Okay, we're coming back. We're good. Yeah, again, it's honestly, we don't really know who's good. There aren't really many teams that I would say are like legit. So I think that's what makes it kind of cool this year, is that I think it truly is everyone's game. But again, that's kind of what we've been led to believe the last few years. And the Chiefs somehow still make it to the Super Bowl every time. So maybe it's just all the same thing. It's going to be Chiefs and insert NFC team. And I would hate it to be the Eagles. I don't know. I like the Eagles when they were like 9-7, 8-8, 10-6. They were a scrap Eagles team. Now they're when they're the dominant team. Not a fan. Let's just say that. Not a fan. YouTube TV and Disney hit us with that. Yeah, no, dude, it's horrible, man. I hate it. Which I personally blame more Disney. I blame Disney personally because they've ruined so many other things. So to me, okay, well, they're probably ruining this. But also YouTube should be like, look, hey, let's at least just get this done for a day, and then like, hey, let's get it done for Monday. And we'll take it off again Tuesday. It's fine, but let's talk it out some more. But I don't know. Again, ESPN started their own stupid little subscription thing, like $30 a month. You get all the ESPN stuff and all that stuff. Like most people are already paying for it on YouTube, with the YouTube TV or Hulu, or Hulu is Disney, but the other stuff. So I don't know. I think they're being very greedy. That's just me. But again, YouTube is also at fault as well, I think. But it's more like 80-20 in my opinion. That's just me. I mean, maybe other people might see it the other way. But I agree. I hate it. I hate what they're doing. They are really milking us dry. In an economy that I hate it. I hate what's happened. Anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, feel free to vote on the poll that I have. 64% of you guys have the Cowboys winning tonight. 36% of you guys have the Cardinals, as we do have a football commercial happening, so I imagine we're about to cut back to the game very soon. And we are. That's Joe Buck's voice. Again, the Cardinals 17, Cowboys 7. Cowboys 7. And the Cowboys did start off the game with the ball, so the Cardinals will have the ball, as you can see there on the screen, to begin the second half. 100%, yep. I believe that Denver is for real. Denver, oh man, I don't know. I mean, they might be. You might be right, Jerry. I don't want to sound like I'm a hater of Denver here, but I don't know. I mean, they're 1-1 when I call a game, but other than that, I mean, yeah, they're all right. Can you beat Kansas City? Obviously, there's the ref factor. I get it, but I need to see them beat Kansas City. Beat Kansas City, and then I'll be like, okay, yeah, they're legit if they beat Kansas City. If they don't, they go 2 against them. It's the same old Broncos. So yeah, we are returning to coverage again. Schottenheimer being interviewed here. 17-7. Cowboys will be kicking off to the Cardinals to resume this one here again. 17-7 is your score. Cardinals looking like the better team. The score, I would say, represents what's been happening. Again, the Cowboys, the only reason they've scored is because of a punt block. Folks sleeping on the Rams. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. The Rams look legit. I was not a believer in the Rams. I was wrong. Same thing with the Seahawks. The Seahawks also look really good. As Aubrey kicks this one off to resume the second half. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, and he breaks a tackle at the 25, and he's brought down at the 26. That is Dortch on the return. And that's where the Cardinals will start the drive. Agreed, they are greedy, and the NFL moving Monday Night Football to a cable channel is BS. The game should be for everyone. Completely agree. Completely agree. It should not be on ESPN. But like I said, the NFL, and again, we also should blame the NFL. The NFL, again, they're the ones making the deals with every single different little streaming platform. So obviously they don't control this, but they started this with all this stupid game on every freaking channel. 1st and 10 here. Brissett is under center. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Looks like that is Knight in the backfield. Play action is Brissett. Brissett drops back, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 45. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40. Blandon is going to push him out of bounds at the 25. Michael Wilson, 50 yards to start off the second half. That is not what the Cowboys needed. Looks like it was just a deep in route. Hits him right in stride, and that's why he was able to take off. The safety made a terrible angle. I don't know who number 2 is. I forgot his name already. That is Thomas. Thomas made a horrible angle. Bland was able to push him out of bounds. This is first and 10 already at the 24 of Dallas. Oh, my goodness. That was kind of shocking here. Brissett in the shotgun. Brissett hands it off. This is Knight trying to bounce it outside. Cuts inside at the 20. 15, 10. Brought down at the 7. Bam. Knight bamming his way for 17 yards. And that's going to be 1st and goal, 2 plays. They're already inside the 10. Can Denver beat Kansas City? Are you serious? Can Denver beat the Chargers? I can't. We'll see. So I listen to you instead of having to listen to Buck and Aikman. So there's... Appreciate it. Again, I'm not perfect, but I mean, as you heard probably just a few days ago or plays ago. See, look, I'm already messing up, but appreciate it. I try. Stafford Darnold, possibly. 1st and goal at the 7. Darnold looks good this year. Brissett. There's a lot of movement there. No flag. Hands it off to Knight, and Knight is going to get maybe a yard. Now there's a flag. I don't know if it was going to be false start or offsides. They ran the play, so it has to be on the Cowboys, one would think. That was weird. That was just a mess. Dallas is cooked, yeah. Cowboys defense, yeah, no, they're not good. Illegal formation. I don't know how that's a legal formation because somebody moved, and the fact that no one called that's pretty wild. So they're just going to... I think that it was supposed to be a false start, and they're just going to save themselves with the illegal formation there because... That was awkward looking. So that'll back up. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 12. Brissett is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Knight is now moving to his left, so Brissett is back there in the shotgun by himself. Brissett drops back, looking to his right, over the middle, fires to the end zone, caught! Touchdown, Arizona Cardinals! Trey McBride with a 12-yard catch. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. McBride, is only a matter of time before he'd find the end zone again. McBride has been emerging as one of the better tight ends in the league. Looks like that was Bell on the coverage. That just didn't work. 3 plays, 74 yards. I think that's pretty efficient. That is pretty efficient as drives go. Jeez, From the left hash, the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 24-7. They cut away before the ball actually crossed the uprights, but it is what it is. 24-7, 12:48 left to go here in the third quarter. Arizona looks really good. Cowboys do not. Man. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So definitely helps out the channel if you can leave a like and definitely subscribe. It is free to do so. Definitely free. Of course, feel free to chat down below. talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. Cowboy season is over, or done. It's over. I wouldn't say that, Denisha. Again, it's like if they were to lose, which, again, there's still plenty of football left, and I understand it's easy to have the reactions like, oh, it's over. Oh, the Cardinals going to win. I mean, anything could happen. Again, the Giants-Broncos game, folks, can serve as a reminder that the game is not over until the clock hits 0. And again, from what I was told, I didn't get to watch that game, but I was told the Broncos looked absolutely terrible for the first 3 quarters. So, I mean, you never know. But again, even if they lose, they're 3-5-1. Again, that tie could play to their advantage as well. I know it's a kind of a disadvantage, but it's also an advantage in certain, tiebreakers. Or, again, like one team's 9-8. Well, they're 9-7-1, and then they leap them. So you never know how it could go. And again, like I was kind of saying earlier, I don't really think there's many, I don't know. I don't know if there's many great teams, so they could make a play at a wild card. Whoop, there it is. I had that tonight. Yeah, you did. You had McBride. Yeah, you have Ferguson. Okay, we'll see. Denver 7-2, and the Chargers like 6-3. No, I get what you're saying. I would need to see Denver. I just need to see they got to beat the Chiefs. If they go into against the Chiefs, it's like, okay, well, I don't know. I don't know if I would pick the Broncos to win a playoff game if they can't beat the Chiefs. They have to do that. You got to beat. In order to be the man, you got to beat the man, and I completely agree with that line. I'm a Green Bay fan. I got you. Yeah, I got you. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, no, totally understand that. Packers, Cowboys. That's always well, Packers have kind of owned the Cowboys, to be honest with you, but it's still always a big game when it happens. Even I acknowledge that as not real. I'm not a fan of the Cowboys. I do not a fan. Let's just say that. But I do acknowledge that, hey, when those two teams play, it's probably going to be a good game. All right, again, it's been all Arizona here as we're working our way back here to Dallas, 24, or I guess I should say, is it Arlington or Irving? I forgot where they play. Anyway, there's the kickoff. That's going to be fielded at the 6. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25. And Turpin takes a shot at the 28-yard line. That's where the Cowboys will begin their drive. Again, 12:43 left to go into the third quarter. Keep up the good work. Announcement. I subscribe. Thank you, T-Mac. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. You are a legend, man. You just went with Arizona to win the game. Oh, I imagine 3-score lead. I would assume so. But again, you never know. I appreciate T-Mac. You are a legend, man. As Prescott hands it off, this is Williams up the middle, spinning forward as he crosses the 30. Brought down at the 31-yard line for a gain of 4. Percent is 17-24, 220. 2 touchdowns. That is... Again, that 50-yard play helped, but man, it's been accurate for the most part. He's missed some throws, but even so, I mean, 17 for 24 is pretty good. As Prescott is under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Prescott drops back, checks it down over the middle at the 35, and turns up the field at the 40. He's brought down close to the 45. That is a Cowboys first down. That is Shoemaker with the catch. Looks like they're doing hurry-up offense here. McBride is a beast. He is. Go, Pack, go. Yeah, they're looking good again, except for this past Sunday as Prescott drops back, fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for C.D. Lamb. Will Johnson, the man out of Michigan, with the coverage. I know he was really good at Michigan, too, so I was shocked he didn't go earlier. So, again, I was like, man, the Cardinals got a guy. It's all Arizona's momentum. Oh, yeah, completely agree with that, for sure. Let's start it up now. You can do it. Oh, yeah. I'm sure. Again, the Cowboys have an offense for sure. 2nd and 10. Prescott in the shotgun. 2 receivers to right, 1 receiver to left. Tight end in tight. Prescott drops back, looking, fires over the middle. It is caught at the 40. The 35 breaks the tackle, still on his feet, fighting for extra yards as he's brought down at the 33. Ferguson a little slow to get up, but he is up. And again, that is a brand new set of downs for the Cowboys. Looks like, again, they're staying in the hurry-up. They're moving. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Again, another saying I like. And it's working here. First and 10 for the Cowboys. Prescott in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left, sending Lamb in motion. They're at the 32. Prescott hands it off to Williams. Makes the guy look silly at the 30. 25-20. Powering over a guy at the 17. That's where he's brought down. That's a gain of 15 yards. And a brand new set of downs for the Cowboys. Again, they're staying up tempo. And if it's working, keep going with it. Again, he just spun away. Was that Calais Campbell? Old man Campbell. First and 10 at the 17. Prescott under center. Prescott hands it off to Williams up the middle. This time the Cardinals are there to bring him down at the 15. That's a gain of 2. And I think the Cowboys going to slow it down a little bit more. Campbell, 39 years old. Jeez, yeah, he's been there forever. He's been there forever. He's been, well, not with Arizona, but he's been everywhere. He's been in the NFL for a while. Second and 8. Prescott is in the shotgun. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. That is Prescott. Prescott drops back, sending the blitz, fires over the middle. It is incomplete. Ferguson had hands on it. He had to jump really high just to get a hand on it. Again, the pressure was all in Prescott's face. I mean, the Cardinals sent the blitz there. Budda Baker making his presence known to Prescott. Just couldn't. Yeah, that's a tough catch. That would have been a great catch, though, if he had made it. Jeez. All right, it's going to be 3rd and 8 at the 15. They need to get to the 7 for a brand new set of downs. Prescott's in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 2 receivers left. Prescott drops back, looking, fires in the middle, caught at the 10, brought down at the 6 is CeeDee Lamb. Gain of 9, and of course, that's a brand new set of downs for the Cowboys. Apparently, CeeDee Lamb is George Pickens, according to ESPN. Good old ESPN. They know what they're talking about. 88 is definitely George Pickens. That was weird. First and goal here at the 6. Prescott is under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Williams. Williams is denied at the line, just stuffed immediately. No gain on the play. Williams with 13 carries, 63 yards. Again, he's had a pretty dizzy game. He's been having good games. He's been a pleasant surprise for the Cowboys this year. A big reason why they've been scoring. They need to get him going even more. Again, he's had a nice night. As Prescott's in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Tight end in tight. Prescott drops back, looking over the middle. Looking down, he goes. That's a sack. Sweats, no sweat. His second sack of the night. Oh, man, that is a killer. Now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 14. Who was Denver playing and came back from 30 points and won? I believe it's the Giants. That was Giants. The Giants there. Pickens looks like he was looking for a flag. Didn't get it. 3rd and goal at the 15. Prescott is by himself back there. Trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. One of them being Williams, the running back. Prescott drops back, looking, fires. Caught at the 10, and he is met immediately. That was Turpin with the catch. And the field goal unit is coming out, and that is probably not what the Cowboys want, but you gotta take the points. You gotta make it a 2-score game. You go for it, don't get it. That's a killer. I don't like that they didn't throw it to the end zone, though. They were apparently playing 3 safeties there. Wow, the Cardinals were no joke there. This is a 26-yard attempt for Brandon Aubrey. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is good. 24-10 is your score. 7:15 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Again, that's got to be a tough drive for the Cowboys, but hey, at least the offense has put up points. Again, the other, the 7 was all special teams. So, again, 24-10, Cardinals will be getting the ball when we come back. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I do this pretty much 6 days a week. I call games. Again, that ranges from NFL, college football, and, of course, college basketball. That is something that I enjoyed covering a little bit last year. I covered, like, the end of March Madness, and that was really fun. That's when I was getting my YouTube channel started, really. So, well, the play-by-play side of it, really. But, yeah, no, definitely appreciate you guys hanging out. And, again, if you're a sports fan, you're subscribing to this channel. Again, it's a growing channel. As, again, I started in March, and we're already at 1,700. So that is awesome. And, again, I really appreciate you guys scrolling all the way down. Again, I know you had to scroll all the way down to find me. Much appreciated, man. Thank you for giving me the chance to call this game for you, because I know there's a lot of competition out there for sure. And, of course, again, feel free to chat down below. Don't be shy. If you want to be, that's fine. I'm not forcing you to talk. That's okay, because I get it. In other chats, I'm also just kind of a silent listener. But feel free to chat. Talk about football. Talk about the game. Talk about, are you a fan of another team? Again, a lot of Packers fans. Of course, a lot of Steelers fans, obviously. Just fans of other teams. Lewis is a Titans fan. Sean's here sometimes. He's a Jets fan. Again, it's not just a Steelers channel. That's why I don't want you guys to think, oh, it's this Steelers dude, and then it's another. He just calls prime time games like every other channel. No, that's not it. I do cover other games as well. Just an example. I covered Jaguars Raiders, and that ended up being a gem. Like I said, whenever it comes to Sundays, I try to find that underrated gem. Of course, I'm covering every Steelers game, but I really do try to find that underrated gem. And that was 30-29, came down to the last play in overtime. That was good. That was a great game. What was Pickens' number with the Steelers? It was number 14. Number 14, not really a great number, to be honest with you, especially in the Steelers numbers. He should have been, I don't know, I would have liked to see him number 17. That would have been pretty cool. I'm not a fan of I'm kind of a boomer when it comes to this, but I don't like the single digits. I like the traditional numbers. So I would have liked to see him in 17 or something there. I know there's 3 with Dallas. That's Field at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. This is Dortch at the 25, the 30, 35, and brought down at the 39-yard line. Great return there by Dortch. Greg Dortch. He's been there for a few years now. He's been looking good. 30 points a game, again, for the Cowboys. Second most in the NFL through Week 8. They only have 10 tonight, and again, 3 of those are because of... or only 3 of them are because of the offense. And again, they've allowed 31 points. First team in NFL history to score 30 points per game and be outscored through 8 games. That is impressive. That is very impressive. First and 10 at the 39. Brissett is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Tight end in tight as Brissett hands it off. This is to Mercado at the 45 and brought down at midfield right at the 50 as that's a gain of 11. Amari Mercado. Again, I got to figure out how to pronounce that. I don't know why. 6 carries, 38 yards on the night. He's had a pretty good night. Jerry Jones, early trade. We certainly have made a trade that we may make a couple more trades before the deadline. We made one. Possibly could make 2 more, and I'm going to wait and see what happens. That is crazy. I know a lot of Cowboys fans are not a fan of Jerry. I do not blame him, as Brissett is under center. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Brissett hands it off. This is Mercado. Breaks it outside the 45 and brought down at the 40. That is a brand new set of downs for the Cardinals. That's a gain of 10. And the Cardinals offense looking really good again, especially with this defense that is just getting shredded week after week after week. And again, I don't want, if you're a Cowboys fan or a neutral fan, you're losing to the Cardinals. They're 2-5. They stink. The Cardinals are not your standard 2-5 team. As Brissett hands it off up the middle. It's Mercado bouncing it outside, cuts inside, and gets the first down. Nice vision there. That's a gain of 2 and a brand new set of downs. Again, the Cardinals, their worst loss of the year is only by 4 points. They have lost 5 games in a row in very painful, fashion. I mean, these Cardinals fans are going through it right now. But this team is much better than their 2-5 record says. So obviously you need to beat this team. Of course, you're the Cowboys. But, I mean, don't think that, these Cardinals stink. They do not. They are much better. 1st and 10 at the 38. Brissett rolling to his right. Heavy pressure. Escaping as Brissett checks it down out of bounds, actually. Into the field goal net. Incomplete. I think, who is that? Ezumaka? I can't remember how to pronounce the name. I can't remember the name to begin with. I know it's Ezumaka or something like that. He was on the pressure there. Cowboys defense, again, allowing 31 points tonight, 24. Already at 293 yards of offense for the Cowboys, or for the Cardinals. Average yards per play, 6.7. So, again, they are just getting shredded. As it's 2nd and 10 at the 38. Brissett is in the shotgun. Trips to the right, one receiver to left. Brissett looking, fires. It's caught at the 33. Stiff arm at the 30. 25-20. Cuts inside at the 15. Stumbles at a... Oh, they're going to say you marked that he stepped out of bounds, actually. Oh, where do these... Oh, okay, they're going to mark him down at the 21. Okay. Interesting. Get the ball to McBride. Well, I mean, they're kind of just... I get what you're saying, yeah, of course, for probably fantasy or whatnot, but they are moving very well. Yeah, he did step out at 21. So Harrison at 96 yards. Already, just 4 more, and he's got the triple digits. 1st and 10 at the 21. Brissett under center, trips to the right, one receiver to left. Brissett, it's a toss. Mercado is not going to get much as he gets brought down around the 20-yard line for a gain of 1. Whistles blowing everywhere. I don't know if there's a fight or just pushing and shoving. Yeah, there's a lot of pushing and shoving going on. Interesting. They're not showing it at all. I don't know what's going on, though. Apparently, they said Calvin Beachum is another former Steeler. Oh, Beachum and Elam. Beachum just wouldn't let go of the block. What the heck? Well, that's never good. And Elam's like, let go of me, man. Okay, well, that was weird. 2nd and 9, ball at the 20. Brissett in the shotgun. Brissett is going to hand it off to Mercado. Mercado up the middle and brought down after a gain of 3. Again, I've just kind of taken off the first part of his last name because I was just stumbling for some reason. As it's going to be third down for the Cardinals. Facts are, Brissett started every game instead of Murray. Cardinals would have a winning record. Kyler's just garbage. He should have played baseball. That's tough. But yeah, Kyler, again, you talked me into Kyler not being a great quarterback. I said he was an average quarterback. I was talked out of that as well. And I see it. I would agree. 3rd and 5 here for the Cardinals. Brissett is in the shotgun. They need to get to the 11. They're at the 16. Brissett drops back. Looking over the middle. Fires. It is tipped incomplete. Pass intended for McBride. Oh, and there's a flag. I thought the pass was tipped. If the pass is tipped, this would not be PI. This would not be PI if it were tipped. Let's see. There's no foul. Yeah, they got that right. Yeah, McBride was tackled, but the pass was tipped. So that's going to wave off the pass interference. Good stuff there by the referees. That's kind of rare. I rarely compliment the refs. Cardinals, I imagine, would settle for 3 here. So here's Ryland. I don't know why they don't show the actual stats. They show a bunch of stupid stats there. He's 4 for 4 from the 30 to the 39 this year. Like, just show me what he actually is for the whole year. Anyway, here's the snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. Right down the middle. And it's 27-10. It returns to a 3-score game with 2:31 left to go in the third quarter. They will step away. I, of course, will stay right here. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you like what you're listening to, folks. Again, this is what I do. I do it 6 days a week. So I do appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. And that's, I don't know what else to really say. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. Again, if you're just a football fan or whatnot, fan of either team, let me know what you got on the game, if you got any money or not. It's not going to bother me. I don't bet myself, but I know a lot of people do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll check over some hockey scores. I haven't checked on that in a while. And the Penguins lost. They were up 3-0, and the Penguins lost. How does that happen? Well, they are rebuilding. Oilers 2, Blues 2, Canucks 3, Predators 2, Blackhawks 0, Kraken 0. In the NBA, we'll refresh this as well. The Rockets up 89-87 on the Mavericks. Pistons 101, Grizzlies 94 in the fourth. Halftime there in Denver as the Nuggets are hosting the Kings 72-63. Lakers Trailblazers 12-6. Final scores: Timberwolves 125, Nets 109, Bucks 117, Pacers 115, Jazz 105, Celtics 103, Knicks 119, Wizards 102. And the big story over here was Bethune-Cookman and Auburn. Let's see what happened there. They're in overtime. And Auburn won in overtime, 95-90. Wow. Well, I think Auburn got lucky. It just means more. But it almost meant more to Bethune-Cookman tonight. Man, that is crazy. And, of course, again, I do have a poll. Feel free to vote on it. And, again, I imagine that 60% of you guys have the Cowboys. Let's see how many votes are in. 168. Okay, that's not too shabby. I don't know. I expect the Cardinals will be winning, but I guess everyone's kind of submitted their votes already or something. We're returning here to Dallas, where, again, the Cardinals lead 27-10 with 2:31 left to go in the third quarter. Schottenheimer trying to defend what's been happening. Only 10 points for the offense. And again, 7 of those were because of the special teams. So that is just, it's not a good night. As there's the kickoff. Fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and ripped out of bounds at the 27. And that's where the Cowboys will take over. And again, they need something here. Again, just keeping it a 2-score game keeps you in it. But again, if the defense is going to make a stop, you're going to start needing 7s really, really soon. Nick Rallis, the defensive coordinator for the Cardinals, done a great job tonight. Again, keeping this offense to 10 points. But, of course, again, we'll see what happens here. Cowboys might be chunking it down the field as Prescott's in the shotgun. 1st and 10 at the 27. Prescott fires in the middle. It's caught at the 35. This is Lamb fighting forward and gets tackled at the 36. It's a gain of 9. And the Cowboys, I imagine, will keep up tempo. Again, that's what worked last drive. Then they stopped doing it, and again, they had to settle for 3, so I imagine they do it the whole time here. Prescott in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Sending Lamb in motion. Prescott hands it off up the middle, and he leaning in. We'll get there as he's brought down to the 38 for a brand new set of downs. That was Malik Davis on the carry. His first carry of the night. 1st and 10 here for the Cowboys. Again, they're moving. Gannon looks really wide-eyed right now. Looking like Adam Gase. Prescott drops back. Looking. Moving to his right, Prescott fires, and it is caught at the 35, at the 30, 25, cuts inside of the 20, tripped up at the 19. Oh, that's what the Cowboys needed. And the clock has stopped. I don't know if he was stepped out of bounds or there's a timeout. That would be interesting. Lamb was just chilling. I don't think he stepped out. Okay, no timeout there. 1st and 10 at the 28. Prescott under center. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Prescott. Now he's kind of taking his time. And now there's a timeout by Arizona. I don't know what Prescott was doing. That's interesting. The Cowboys had him on the ropes, and they elected to slow it down. That's weird. As Cardinals take a timeout, 59 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. I wonder what in the world happened. I don't know. I would have kept the pedal to the metal. I mean, you literally had him reeling, and then all of a sudden Prescott doesn't want to snap the ball. He's trying to get him to jump off sides. That just made no sense. That made very little sense to me. I don't know. That was weird. So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Ball at the 28. Prescott is under center. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Going right to left on your YouTube screen. Pickens is at the top of the screen. Lamb is in the slot. Prescott drops back, looking to his right. Batted at the line, incomplete. Nothing doing there. Pass was intended for Pickens. But Nolan the third gets his hand up and knocks it down. Man, Nolan just getting his hand up. That's the Steelers did that a lot this past week against the Colts, and they really needed it. As it's 2nd and 10. Prescott in the shotgun. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Prescott is going to hand it off to Williams. Williams is not going anywhere. Nolan making back-to-back stops there, of course, with his hands. That one bringing him down himself. And now it's 3rd and 10 for the Cowboys. Again, just thinking about it. They had him on their heels. And they decide to try to draw him off sides. I don't know what he was doing, Prescott. That was just weird. 3rd and 10 at the 28. Prescott in the shotgun. Prescott drops back, looking, fires. It's caught by Lamb at the 25, and he's slung out of bounds at the 22. That stops the clock temporarily with 16 seconds left to go, and it's 4th down. I don't know what that is. I don't want to keep harping on it, but that just made no sense. And you had a huge play with Lamb. You get down there, then all of a sudden you're just waiting. Like, why are you waiting? That was just the dumbest thing. That might be a dumb decisions video for Jaguar Gator 9. I don't know. Maybe I'm not seeing it. But that is the end of the third quarter. 27-10. Cardinals leading over the Cowboys. I don't know if anyone else is watching here, but that's crazy. I don't like dumb stuff. I hate stupid. Anyway, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, college football, college basketball, I'll be doing college basketball very soon. I want to do a hockey game and see how that does. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. This is a sports channel, and I'm on here 6 days a week, folks. So make sure, again, to subscribe. Again, I cover a lot of the NFL. I do bounce around as well. It's not just specific teams. Of course, it is Steelers, for sure. I'm doing every Steelers game, but again, I bounce around the NFL. Again, Raiders, Jaguars is what I did. Again, I did also the Seahawks and Redskins last night. Obviously, wasn't a great game, but I covered it. But I do bounce around. Again, this week I'll be doing 4 Sunday games as they play early in the morning. Now the screen is black. Where is this at? Okay, got to show. Because I can tell you I'm doing 2 of them. I mean, I can tell you what specific 2 I'm doing. 2 of the 4. I'm doing Falcons, Colts, and then Steelers, Chargers for sure. I just don't know what I'm doing in the middle. But I will be, again, I'm doing 4 streams this Sunday. So, again, might not have the game. I might be covering something you want to watch or listen to. Cowboys actually have the bye. The Cardinals play in the afternoon window. Of course, they mostly do for the most part. Again, I don't know what I'm calling, but I do bounce around. I only need 3 more teams. I need the Giants, Bears. No, I need 4 more teams. Giants, Bears, Panthers, and Titans. Then I would have covered everybody. And as always, again, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. So again, I appreciate you guys for scrolling all the way down because I know I'm really, really far down. So definitely much appreciated. All right, we're back here in Arlington, Texas. So again, it's 27-10. The Cowboys, it's 4th. It's 4th and 3. Pencil to 3. Yeah, I know. I saw that, Draven. It's unbelievable. I imagine they go for the field goal, but they're not. As Prescott is in the shotgun. They need to get to the 18. Prescott drops back. Steps up, looking, fires to the right. It is knocked away. Incomplete. And a turnover on downs. Unbelievable they went for it there. Wow. I'm not saying that's the ball game, but that is an interesting decision. Again, you kick the field goal. It's a 2-score game. You keep yourselves in it. Now it's a 3-score game. And with the way the Cardinals have been moving the ball, geez, oh my gosh, that was an interesting decision. What do you guys think about that one? That was pretty dumb. A little late, but chocolate chip cookie time. Oh, nice. Lucky you. Jeez, that was a questionable call. Let me go and end the poll here. 59% of you guys have the Cowboys winning. 41% with the Cardinals. Let's see. I'm going to ask another question here. My bad, folks. That was I don't like that decision. All right, new poll is going up. Do either of these teams make the playoffs? Check yes or no, folks. That was just a terrible decision. I disagree with that. I mean, I don't know. Bad if you miss, genius if you score 7. Yeah, of course. But man, that was just no. I mean, I can't believe that. You got to just make it a 2-score game and just again get the defense to lock in. Because that was a risk. Now it's, again, 3-score game with just a quarter to go. Again, we've seen crazier stuff happen, of course. Again, Giants, Broncos. I mean, that's something that everyone's going to bring up. But, that is rare. Playoffs? Don't talk about the playoffs. You kidding me? I just hope we can win a game. My voice, I don't think, is suited for Coach Moore today. All right, we got some votes in. 7 votes in now. One of you guys have 14% with yes, they make the playoffs. 86% say no. Take the points. I'm with you. I hate stupidity. Oh, I hate stupidity too, man. It's so, I mean, that's just dumb. You may have just costed the Cowboys the game if you're the head coach. Again, I don't know if that's a Prescott call or a Schottenheimer call, which I'm not. I mean, Schottenheimer to me, I don't know how. I don't think he's all that great. But it is what it is. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 here for Brissett at the 22. Brissett in the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Brissett, play action. Moving to his right as Brissett fires. It's caught at the 25. McBride still fighting for extra yards and finally pushed out of bounds at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 7, a hard-fought gain of 7, I might add. And the Cardinals, they want it. I mean, I hate to say that, but again, I don't know if the Cowboys do. That is just, again, it's been a bad performance. And again, if it's not for a blocked punt return or blocked punt, it's 27-3. So that is just bad. So the clock has stopped at 14:36. I don't know what in the world is happening. Lamb has a towel over his head, so he clearly is checked out. Clearly frustrated. Looks like Marquise Bell is the injured player. He plays for the Cowboy. Injured Cowboy here. Safety. From Florida A&M. 4th season, Marquise Bell. Not heard of him. Hopefully he'll be okay. Looks like he's limping. So are they going to wind the clock here? 2nd and 3 here. I apologize if you hear anything in the background. My wife is probably playing a game or something. It's all right. 2nd and 3. Clock now winding. 14:25 left to go here in this one. in regulation. I guess you never know if they could go to overtime. 2nd and 3, Brissett under center, and Brissett hands it off to Knight, leading forward, and it's going to get brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll once again be 3rd and 3 for the Cardinals. So 3rd down. What is the deal with the racing triple straight on the Dallas helmet? That's just their throwback. They used to wear this in the 70s. So Brissett under center. Knight is in the backfield. Trips to the right, one receiver to left. They need to get to the 32. They're at the 29. Brissett takes the snap. Play action. Heavy pressure. Brissett is going down. That's a sack. Kenny Clark, the big man from Green Bay, brings him down, and the Cardinals will have to punt. Well, hey, the defense makes a stop. That's what you needed. Again, I don't know. I think they were playing a little too conservative. So I don't know. So 4th and 12, the Cardinals will punt it away, as again the Cowboys have a chance again. You never. I mean, obviously these things don't happen if they kick a field goal. It's fair caught at the 32. There's a flag, of course. What else is new? Actually, hasn't really been many flags here today. How many penalties? 5 for Dallas, 1 for Arizona. So penalty on the play. We're just kind of waiting to see. Looks like it's going to be against the Cowboys. Holding on the Cowboys. That'll back them up by 10. That'll put them at the 22. So pretty good punts and a commercial timeout. Again, 27-10 is your score. Cardinals leading, looking to go to 3-5. Cowboys, they're trying to come back and get to 500. Smash the football button. Yes, if you like it up, folks. Again, you'll see a football on the screen, or football appear on your like button. Yeah, it definitely helps out small channels like mine. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, much appreciated for checking out the channel tonight. And, again, don't be shy. I mean, unless you want to be. I guess if you're just a listener, that's okay. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you want to, for the most part. I guess I should add that in there. But yeah, talk about the game, talk about whatever. I try to respond to as many people as I can. Again, the chat is a very important part of the channel. It's a big part of the channel. So, yeah, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. All right, Oilers 2, Blues 2, Canucks 4, Predators 2, Blackhawks, and the Kraken have just now begun again. 0-0 there. Again, the Penguins had a 3-0 lead heading into the third period and lost 4-3 to the Maple Leafs. That is unbelievable, but it's also believable at the same time. In the NBA world, Rockets leading 103-102. The Mavericks trying to come back. The Pistons 112, Grizzlies 106. 30 seconds left to go in the fourth. Nuggets 82, Kings 69. The Lakers trailing the Trailblazers 24-20 in the first. And final scores: Timberwolves 125, Nets 109, Bucks 117, Pacers 115, Jazz 105, Celtics 103, Knicks 119, Wizards 102. That's your final scores from across the NBA. That's twice they turned down easy field goals and would have been down 2 scores. Yeah, no, you were correct. 26-16 or 27-16 looks a whole lot better. Looks a lot doable than 27-10. Penguins lost. Yep. No, that's not a misprint. Too conservative, too early. That's why they lose the game by 3. Well, I don't know, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know why they're getting conservative here. That was kind of weird. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cowboys, as they're doing a montage of miscues by the Cowboys today. So 1st and 10 at the 22. Prescott in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. 1 receiver to the right. Prescott drops back. Steps up. Looking. Fires over the middle. It is incomplete. Lamb. Interesting. He kind of hobbled a little bit. Now he's walking fine. I don't know what happened there, but that was going to be really scary if he was hurt. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Cowboys. Prescott 15 for 28 today, 176. Not exactly the most efficient day for Prescott. Again, Prescott kind of an up and down guy. That's really been his thing in his career. 2nd and 10, Prescott of the shotgun, drops back, looking over the middle, steps up. He's going to take off a run. He's at the 25, diving forward at the 28. Not sliding, diving. I respect it. I like diving. Sliding is just not really my thing, and there is a injured Cardinal. So an injured Cardinal, couldn't tell you who it is. Wilson on the play. So that's probably going to take us to another commercial break. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 whenever we do return here to Dallas. If you like commercials, we got a lot of them in the last probably about 20 minutes of real time. Geez, oh, man. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. According to ESPN, the Cowboys have a 3% chance to win. Again, I don't know. I don't know why they didn't kick the field goal. That was crazy to me. That was pretty weird. Looking at the stats here for the game, since we got some time here. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, feel free to chat down below. Percent 19 for 28, 243, and 2 touchdowns. Prescott, 15 for 28, 176, no touchdowns, no picks. Demicardo, 10 for 56 on the ground. Knight is 8 for 28. Dortch, 1 for 9. Brissett, 2 for 1. Dallas has Javonte Williams with 14 carries, 64 yards. Prescott, 2 for 15. Turpin, 1 for 3. Davis, 1 for 3. Receiving for the Cardinals, Harrison, 7 for 96 and a touchdown. Wilson, 3 for 61. McBride, 4 for 36 and a touchdown. Higgins, 3 for 30. Knight, 2 for 20. Dallas, Lamb, 6 for 78. Ferguson, 5 for 50. Pickens, 2 for 28. Schoonmaker, 1 for 14. And Turpin, 1 for 6. And, of course, Ferguson lost a fumble as well. And we're still kind of here in commercial break. There was a game about to end. Pistons, Grizzlies. Did it? Did it end? It did. Pistons hold on to win 114-106. And the Rockets over the Mavericks, 110-102. So Draven probably not going to be happy with that. And again, I'll be live this Sunday for 4 games. So definitely make sure again to subscribe to the channel. It makes it a little easier to find me if you like the style that I have here. Again, Wilson Sr. was the injured Cardinal. He's Mac Wilson Sr. He is in the blue tent. All right, it's 3rd and 4 at the 28. Prescott is in the shotgun. Prescott drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is caught at the 34. That's a great catch. Who is that? That's not Miles Austin. I couldn't tell you who that is. It's number 19. I don't know who wears 19 for the Cowboys. That's a great catch and a first down for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 34. Prescott drops back, looking, fires. It is caught at the 45. This is Pickens spinning around, still on his feet at the 50. Oh, he fumbles the ball, and then it's recovered by the Cowboys. Oh, lucky for Pickens. Williams was in the end, in the area. Oh man, doing too much is Pickens. Almost a game ender there. That would have been huge. 1st and 10 at the 43. Prescott drops back, looking, fires. It's caught at the 30. This is Pickens again, breaking a tackle, turning it up the field at the 25, brought down at the 24. That is a first down. Pickens really upset about a no face mask call. I don't know, but not handing the ball to the ref immediately. And there is a lot of whistles being blown. I don't know what's happening. And we might have another injury. Another Cardinal. Thompson Thompson, an injured Cardinal. He is down. Well, that was interesting. Again, Pickens only had 2 catches prior to that. Again, back-to-back catches there. Fumbles, and then Williams picks it up. Luckily for Pickens and another Cowboy in the area, or else that would have probably been the game. Maybe not the game, but that would have been a killer. San Antonio in and out of the house. Saints and Cowboys sucks. Oh, that's right. You're from San Antonio. That's right. Yeah, I'm sorry, Lanston. Yeah, I know you're a Saints fan. That's tough. Yeah, the Cowboys not looking good tonight, but they are driving. I mean, again, we could play the, hey, if they would have kicked field goals, it'd be 27-16. So, again, the game is, I don't know. I'm trying to be the guy that's saying it's not as bad as it looks, but they are driving. They are driving now, here and now. I appreciate it, Lanston, for checking in. Appreciate you, man. I think you were here for the Rams-Jaguars game, if I recall. That's where I first saw you. 1st and 10 here at the 24. Prescott in the shotgun. Prescott hands it off up the middle of the Williams. He's at the 20, 15, powering over defender at the 10, brought down at the 5. That was a gain of 19 yards, and it's 1st and goal for the Cowboys. 1st and goal for the Cowboys. Prescott in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Prescott play action looking. Floats it up in the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. This is not Miles Austin. It is Ryan Flournoy with the catch. Cowboys number 19 is Flournoy, I guess. There you go. You were correct. Casio, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Look at that. Just in time. Just in time for the touchdown. And it's once again, Flournoy. Oh, that makes more sense. Flournoy. Okay, anyway. Pending the extra point again, 27-16 is the score. Snap, hold, kick. It's good. 10-point game, 10:51 left to go. And the end, the Cowboys get a few stops. Then, hey, it could be something special here. 27-17, 10:51 left to go. Cardinals will get the ball back, of course, when we come back. Was it Jalen Thompson losing the whole secondary? I don't know. Yeah, Thompson was on the ground earlier. I don't know if he checked back in, but that is tough. We have Baker still in the game. There's Buda Baker still. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. Like I said, there's always a lot of people, just a lot of people always, of course, calling this game right now. So it is much appreciated that you guys let me call it for you, because again, I do appreciate you guys. Again, I know you scrolled all the way down here. I know you did. So I do appreciate that. And yeah, and again, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. Again, I appreciate you helping me out there. I was lost. Obviously, Miles Austin retired retired forever ago, but can't really think of another 19 for the Cowboys since Austin. That was noteworthy. He's the one that I remember from, I wouldn't say childhood, as a teenager, I guess. I was born in 96, so, the mid to late 2000s and the early 2010s that was peak football for me. Well, I would say up until 2008. Then everything else was good, but it wasn't like the 2000s for sure. But we do have a game again. The Cowboys kind of fight back again. If they go ahead and kick those field goals, it's 27-23. So, again, we could live in the land of what ifs, but it could be a one-score game. But again, I don't know. Some questionable decisions, even by, again, Prescott. Earlier, again, they had him on the ropes, and he decides to slow down. And I understand that. I don't understand. That was just, that made no sense to me. That really made no sense to me, but I'm just a broadcaster, folks. So again, if you do appreciate what you're listening to, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. And again, I'll be back tomorrow as well. I know there's no NFL, but I'll be calling some college football. So again, if you're just a diehard football fan, this is the channel for you. Yes, we're calling UMass and Akron tomorrow. Watch it. Or you're not going to watch it, but I'll watch it. You guys can listen. So, yeah, we do it all. UMass, literally the worst team in the country when it comes to FBS. But we're calling it. And that's going to feed generations. Fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, 30. And Dortch is brought down around the 32-yard line. Cardinals again up by 10. Still have plenty of time left to go. The Cowboys on the road this season, 1-4. Not good. The Cowboys at home this season, 2-0-1. That is much better. I remember there was a stretch there for the Cowboys. They couldn't find a win at home. They couldn't buy it. Going to mark it actually at the 33, so Brissett is under center. Looks like there's 3 tight ends in the game. Receiver to the right. Knight in the backfield. Brissett kind of changing the play here at the line. Brissett. Play action. Oh, heavy pressure and down he goes. Sack. I don't know why, but as soon as I saw them with 3 tight ends, I'm like, this is not going to be a good play. Like, they might get back to line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or two. I'm like, what the heck? Now, to be fair, they had a guy wide open. They definitely bit on the play action, but Fowler was untouched. So that's not good. So it's going to be 2nd and long for the Cardinals. Brissett and the Cardinals at the 24 in the shotgun. Brissett, play action, heavy pressure, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 40. And he's brought down at the 43. That's good enough for a Cardinals first down. That is Trey McBride, his 5th catch. Oh, man, just when you're thinking Fowler actually out of the game for some reason. He made the sack, celebrated, then took a breather. And Brissett, again, the pressure, it was just all over him. Hangs in there, finds the open guy. 1st and 10 Cardinals. Born in 96. You were born in 50. I'm just a baby man. Jeez, I guess you're right. I don't know. I feel kind of old. 1st and 10 at the 43. Brissett under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Brissett hands it off to Knight. Knight is met in the backfield by James. That's a loss on the play. Nothing doing there for Knight. He hasn't really had the space to do much tonight. Didn't mean to make that rhyme, but I don't really do that all the time. 9 carries, 28 yards for Knight. Jacoby Brissett is better than Kyler Murray. Yeah, I'd say most Cardinals fans would agree. Agree for sure. 2nd and 10 here for the Cardinals. 2nd and 11. Marking it at the 42. Brissett is in the shotgun. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Brissett drops back. They're sending the blitz. And Brissett is going down. They're going to whistle it dead. That's a sack by Stewart. They sent the blitz, the corner blitz, and Stewart was all over it. That's a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd and 18. Do you remember Sam Hurd from Dallas at the same time as Miles Austin got in trouble for selling trafficking cocaine? I did not. I remember Sam Hurd, though, yes. I don't remember much about him. I mean, I don't think he played much. Now, for some reason, Isaiah Standback came to mind for no reason. 3rd and 18. Brissett is in the shotgun. They're at the 35. They need to get to the other 47 for a brand new set of downs. Brissett drops back. 4-man blitz. And there's now a flag, and they're going to whistle the play dead. What the heck? What happened? It's going to be a false start. They let that play, develop. Wow. That was pretty interesting there. They let the play go on for about 3 or 4 seconds before they whistled it dead. I don't like that. Again, it's a false start. You have to whistle it dead, but what the heck? Just blow your whistle. If you see a move, blow it. What the heck? Anyway, it's going to back them up 5. Now it's 3rd and 23. Again, Arizona at their own 30. Again, they need to get to the other 47 for a brand new set of downs. Brissett is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Brissett sending Dortch in motion. Brissett drops back. Heavy pressure. It's a screen. Oh, and he's met Kenny Clark. His play recognition has to be 99. He was all over him. Mercado, as soon as he caught the ball, he was going down by Clark, and the Cardinals will have to punt it away. And the momentum has switched. We can all feel it again. The Cardinals, I mean, honestly, that first play, wait, hold on, there is a, I don't know what's going on, but the referees are doing this. Clock is stopped at 7:45. There's no... Yeah, the clock stopped for no reason. I noticed that as soon as he was tackled, the clock stopped, and no one called timeout. There's no foul. So you have to wonder if there's a Cowboys fan running the clock, or maybe the NFL. My cousin, rest in peace, always said the Cowboys are a second half, fourth quarter team. Don't ever count them out. Hey, they're looking like it tonight. Your cousin is looking like he is right. So again, you know, they're trying to fix the clock here. The clock stopped as soon as he was tackled for no reason. So again, we're at 7:45. They should punt this ball at like 7:05 or 7:06. But for some reason, they're having some technical issues. Okay, so they're just going to wind it here. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what's going on, but apparently whoever was running the play clock is a Cowboys fan, or the NFL is trying to make this interesting. I mean, it already is. You don't need that, but... Okay, all right, anyway, it is what it is. All right, they're going to wind it. Both clocks should start, and the play clock started first, but the game clock didn't. What the heck? Yeah, we saw that. We all saw that. You guys can't fool us. The script writers, man, they're so bad. So we're going to probably chill here for about 20 seconds because they're going to let this wind all the way down until they punt it, as they should. As they should. Or maybe they don't. Oh, they're going to snap it with 12 seconds. There is the punt. The block was not successful. Fielded at the 31. Turpin at the 35. Pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. And that's where the Cowboys will begin their drive with 7:11 left to go in this one. Or maybe, as overtime is possible. Now, got to bring up the fourth quarter woes for the Cardinals. Week 5, they had a point differential of -16. Week 6, -11. Week 7, -11. Tonight, already at -7. And again, the Cowboys have the ball at the 37. So this could be a one-score game pretty soon, folks, as it's 1st and 10 at the 37. Prescott is in the shotgun. Thank goodness they didn't go to commercial there. Prescott drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, and he's going to take off a run at the 40, and he's brought down at the 42. That's a gain of 5, as the clock now is ticking under 7 minutes in this one. Prescott trying to make something happen again. You know, as a passer today, not that great, but, you know, he's had a little bit of success on the ground as Prescott steps up, fires, it is caught. And that is going to be a brand new set of downs. He needed 5, he got 6. And now there's a flag. There's going to be a flag. What is this? Oh, Pickens is going to get flagged because he tried to hand the ball to the Cardinals player. Oh, man. Oh, man. Cowboys fans, you're seeing why we got sick of him. Just an idiot. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on Pickens. What an idiot. I'm telling you, man. Pickens, talented, man. And we all know it. We all see it. But he is literally an idiot. He puts himself above everyone else. He really does. He is so selfish. Just stupid. Well, they get the first down, so it's not going to be 1st and 25 or anything. It's going to be 1st and 10. As they're going to be at their own 33, so they're almost back where they started. In the shotgun is Prescott. Prescott drops back, looking to his right, steps up. He's escaping. He's going to take off at the 35. He's at the 40. He's got the first down. Brought down at the 47, right back to where they were. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Cowboys as the clock continues to run again. 6:25 and counting. Pickens will do something. Yeah, no, that's what he does. 1st and 10. Pickens in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking to his left. Fires. It's caught by Lamb at the 48. Turns inside. Trying to escape, but cannot. As he's brought down at the 46. And again, the Cowboys are moving fast. That's where they really had their success tonight. Moving fast. And they're doing it right here again. As we're approaching 6 minutes and counting. Prescott in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. 1 receiver to left. Prescott drops back. There's a flag. Throws over the middle. It is caught at the 35. Slung down immediately. First down. There's a flag. So this should be on the Cardinals. And I believe they're going to decline this. If I had to guess. They need those field goals now. They do. Again, if they just had taken the points, it's 27-23 right now. And you're driving to take the lead. Dak is back. He's looking good. Again, he had a rough first half. And even a third quarter, it was kind of not the best. But yeah, he's looking much better here in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the 35. Prescott is in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to left. Prescott drops back, looking, steps up. Oh, and down he goes. That's a sack. Nolan, the third, has been all over the place tonight. Making plays with his hands. Making plays just in general. That's a huge loss. And the Cowboys going to slow it down a little bit here. 2nd and 16, ball at the 41. Prescott in the shotgun. Prescott drops back, looking, steps up, moving to his right, fires. It is caught at the 35, running backwards. And the clock's going to stop. That's interesting. Is it running backwards out of bounds and not? Yeah. The clock should keep moving. That was a bad. And no, the clock is now going to keep going. Yeah, again, he shouldn't have stopped it. He was running backwards. So the clock now moving again. 3rd and 12. They're at the 37. They need to get to the 25 for a brand new set of downs. Again, you can kick a field goal here. Makes it a 1-score game. Prescott drops back, sending the blitz. Checks it down to Williams, and Williams trying to get free, but a flock. Oh, it's a fumble! It's a fumble! It's a fumble! And the Cardinals have recovered. Oh, that is just devastating. Williams. Unbelievable. He was fighting, trying to get more yards, but he wasn't going to get anything. Oh, my goodness. Williams was going down. He just needed to get down, but he was kept fighting forward. And the Cardinals rip it out. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if they'll take a look at it. The shin or the ankle may have been down. It's a fumble. Turn out the lights. Oh, I don't know. The party ain't over yet. Cowboys fans, probably everyone's looking like that. Hands over the head. Depressed. Dak ain't back. Well, you can't really blame that one on Dak. That's a tough one for the Cowboys. Positives, though. Again, the Cardinals have played pretty conservative here in the fourth quarter. The Cowboys do have 3 timeouts. So there are things to be positive about. See you, French. All right, you have a good night, Lewis. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Hey, this is much better than the Seahawks Redskins for sure. That was a horrible game. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. That is just a devastating Again, Williams just fighting for no reason. He was tackled behind the scrimmage, trying to get extra yards for no reason, and it cost him possession. As a Cardinals fan, is really happy about that. Geez, look at that hat. 1st and 10 at the 37. As Brissett is under center, setting a man in motion. Brissett hands it off. Mercado up the middle, leaning forward, still fighting for extra yards at the 40, and he's brought down at the 43. He was met behind the line, but kept moving the legs, and the lineman kept pushing him. As that's a gain of 5, the Cowboys will take their first timeout with 4:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Yep, Joe Buck said it best, a mistake-filled night. Mistake after mistake after mistake. Again, it shows 2 turnovers. They've had turnovers on downs. I think 2 of those as well, so that should be 4. And you just have to think again, what if the Cowboys kick those field goals? How do they approach that? Troy Fakeman and Joe. Okay, this guy. It is the Cardinals, and they do Cardinals things. That is true. 2nd and 4 here at the 43. Brissett is under center, sending a man in motion. That is Wilson. As Brissett hands it off. This is Mercado. He's at the 45, the 50, the 45. Stiff arm at the 40, sliding in bounds. They're going to keep the clock moving, and the Cowboys are going to take their second timeout. That's a killer. They're now in Cowboy territory. Now, again, if the Cardinals score a touchdown, then I'll pretty much say it's over. But if they do own a field goal, and you can say it's still a thing. I hate to be that guy, but I'm just saying, you never know. You never know. But it is trending in the Cardinals' direction. Win probability that ESPN here has 99.5% chance that the Cardinals win this game. Which reality will we be in? Are we in the 0.5% reality? Where, are we in the reality where Thanos loses? So again, a timeout there by the Cowboys. So we're just kind of waiting for this one to resume here. All right, Brissett is under center, 1st and 10 at the 38. Brissett takes the snap. He hands it off to Mercado. Mercado cuts inside, and he's just leveled at the 37. And the Cowboys will take their final timeouts with 4:10 left to go in this one. Useless Trucker says fire Schottenheimer. I do not blame you guys. Again, I was like, whenever you guys, honest, I don't know if I'm assuming you're a Cowboys fan, but when I saw the hire, I'm like, wow, that is like a yes man if I've ever seen one. Like, this guy is just going to cave to Jerry, and man, I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe you guys see something else, but that was my reaction. I'm like, man, the Cowboys really didn't improve at all. And again, McCarthy's not bad. It just wasn't working. It just wasn't working. I think McCarthy's a solid coach. He just wasn't working in Dallas. Eagles versus Chargers, Monday, December 8th. Why do you bring that one up? All right, 2nd and 8 for the Cardinals. They're looking just to try to keep possession here and run out the clock as Brissett is under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Brissett hands it off. Oh, and he's tackled in the backfield. That's a loss of 3, and now Clowney is shaken up. Now he's getting back up. That was interesting. It didn't look like Clowney got hurt or anything, but then he just went down. But now he's back up. I don't know if he was trying to make the clock stop or something. Cowboys, Pickens looking distraught. Lamb is looking up. He can't believe it. Prescott's looking down. It's not good if you're a Cowboys fan. 3rd and 12 here for the Cardinals. Ball at the 40. They need to get to the 28 for a brand new set of downs. Brissett in the pistol. Now he's up at the line. Sending a man in motion. Brissett's rolling out to his right. Steps up. He's going to take off a run, and he's going to slide down at the 37. Good stuff by Brissett to keep the clock moving. That's exactly what he needed to do there. And the Cardinals are going to trot out for around a 54-yard attempt, I'd assume. You saw it on the screen. Might be a good one. I don't know why they would advertise Monday 8th. Did Prescott get out? Prescott didn't. No, he's not. He's not out. Yeah, I don't know. I imagine Cowboys fans are split on Prescott as well. Looks like they're going to go for it here. This is interesting. Brissett in the shotgun. They only got 2 seconds. Got to snap it now. Gets the snap off. Brissett, they're going for it. Brissett steps up, fires. It is incomplete. Well, that was interesting. Interesting. I don't know. That was interesting, folks. Again, it's probably going to be a Cardinals win, but that's a little odd. Not going to lie. Cardinals will probably do something stupid and go for it. This guy, okay, Trisk. All right, chill out on that. We know you're probably ahead. Most people probably are. Interesting. Harrison was free. Brissett just missed him. That would have been the game ender. So Harrison doesn't get his 100 yards. He was at 96 for a while. So, 27-17 Cowboys with the ball. Trying to make this, I guess, a one-score game. I don't know. I'd imagine that's their plan. As Prescott drops back, spinning away. Oh, and he's devoured by a flock of Cardinals. Sack. Collins leading the charge. Campbell shooting threes. As the clock continues to run. Prescott breaking out of the sack first, but unable to get away. 2nd and 19. Prescott drops back, stepping up, just chucks it down the field. And that one is way overthrown, just throwing over everybody, incomplete. As that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes exactly. Cardinals leading 27-17. Cardinals looking like, hey, the first time it's not a one-score game, we win. Of course, again, the Cowboys could make it a one-score game, actually. You never know. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. This was a great stream, definitely for me. I'm not going to lie. So I appreciate you guys. Again, scrolling all the way down, finding me, definitely helps out the channel a lot. Make sure, again, before you go, to leave a like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It is free to do so. And again, this is a growing channel, folks. I'm not just saying it. It is true. It is growing at a pretty great rate. Again, in March, I started the channel. Started the play-by-play. And here we are, just beginning November at 1,700. Again, the magical number for a channel to be successful in the first year, 12 months, is 1,000. Look where we are. We're at 1,700. So, again, we have smashed it. We are on the rise. And just subscribing would just speed up the process, which I would thank you. If not, well, it is what it is. I'll see you around because I'm not going anywhere. This channel is going to be very successful. It would be great to have you a part of it. It really would be. Tuning in, and again, we're just talking football every Sunday, Monday, Thursday, whatever. The only success Schottenheimer ever had was when Marty was the head coach. Oh yeah, no, his dad was legit. Again, playoff choker, but yeah, no, him. No, I completely agree. You hit the nail on the head there. That is correct. So, yeah, Marty Schottenheimer and Mike Tomlin, pretty much the same coach. That's how I view Tomlin as pretty much a Schottenheimer. He can get you the playoffs, but I mean after that, then he's clocking out and going home. That is how the Steelers are. So, yeah, but I do appreciate you guys again. I definitely appreciate it. The graphic behind you is at least one play ahead. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Sometimes I'm ahead. Sometimes it's ahead. It is what it is. But, it is what it is. Appreciate it. Again, I know. But, again, there are times when I'm ahead of it, and there are times when I'm behind. It's a flip of the coin. Depends on the day. Again, I'm using I have YouTube TV, and I had to use a different thing for this game, so I didn't want to mess with it just in case I was behind, and I didn't want to be further behind because sometimes it'd just be stupid like that. All right, it's going to be 3rd and 19 for the Cowboys. Prescott in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to left. Tight end in tight. They need to get to the 47 for a brand new set of downs. Prescott dropping all the way back, stepping up and down. He goes. Calais Campbell. The step back 3, his second sack of the day. Oh, my goodness. You were great in Dallas. Couldn't watch the game because of YouTube TV controversy. You were the best I found all game. Appreciate it. Honey. Actually, we'll just do bunny. That sounds better. Thank you. Thank you again. I try. 4th and 28. Prescott drops back, rolling to his right as Prescott running for his life, chucks it deep, and it is intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to hold on and win. Again, it's a game that's not a one score, and they are going to win. They will move to 3-5. The Cowboys will fall to 3-5-1. As that's their first loss. I believe that's their first loss, if I recall correctly. Yeah, that's their first loss at home. Wow. Checking out, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. We'll just message me later. So, again, I'll stay here, of course, till the kneel downs and whatnot. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Again, it won't cost you anything. It's free, folks. I promise. I promise you won't be charged a dime. As Brissett takes the first of his second knees. Didn't have a poll up after, again, that game went, kind of one way. Do either of these teams make the playoffs? 78% of you guys saying no. These two teams will not see much of January football. 22% of you guys say, yeah, no, we're going to see them for the wild card for sure. So appreciate you guys for voting. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. This was a great stream. This is actually going to be one of my best streams ever. So, and it all thanks to you guys. So, again, I really do thank you guys giving me the chance, like I said, as Brissett takes another knee, and that is the final one. Final score, 27-17. But, again, feel free to like and subscribe. And, again, I appreciate you guys scrolling all the way down. Like I said, I know there was a lot of people calling the game tonight. So, thank you for giving me a chance to call the game and prove to you guys that, hey, you know what, maybe this guy deserves a subscription. Because, again, I don't know why they call it. It's just really a follow. That's what it is. But, again, I'll be back tomorrow. Again, I call games on the channel 6 of the 7 days a week. Soon that'll be 7 out of 7. But for now, it's 6 out of 7. But, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. If you like college football, great. I'll be doing Akron and UMass. Yes, that is for the diehards of football, folks. Massachusetts and Akron. Tuesday night Maction. Because that's what I do. Awesome. Good call. Thank you as always. Thank you, Nick. Thank you again. Congratulations to your Cardinals. That is okay, so I'll write that down now. Cardinals now 1-2 when I call games for them. The Cowboys are now 0-1 when I call games for them. So now again, there's only Giants, Bears, Panthers, and the Titans. So I just need 4 more teams, and I would have covered everybody this year. Look at me go. Awesome job, DrDelay. You're the man. Appreciate you, Raider, man. Thank you again for stopping on by again. I don't know what my Sunday schedule is going to be again. I know I'm doing 4 games. I only know 2 of them for sure. I'll decide a little bit later. But again, I'll be back. Now, unfortunately, again, Thursday night might not happen. So that'll be the one day I can't cover this week. But again, I'll make sure to recommend other channels for you guys for sure in my posts. But I will be doing Atlanta and Indianapolis this Sunday, Pittsburgh, Los Angeles, and again, the 2 other games, I will get you guys that information as soon as I can. And of course, I'm going to cover college football, and I'll be doing a lot of that. And again, some college basketball as well. That may do it. Again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. So again, 27-17 is your final. Again, I'll stay here if you guys want to chat. If not, I guess that's okay. But I'll be here just in case. Again, much appreciated for giving me the chance to call a game. Thursday game, Broncos, Raiders. Yeah, I know. But I have, again, I'll have to, the local high school I call games for, they're playing their final game of the regular season on Thursday. They're moving it from Friday to Thursday. So I know. I hate it too, man, because I feel like I probably would have done well because I've actually done decent with Raiders and Broncos games. So that's a bummer. I really am upset about that, but should be the last time. I don't know. You never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. Maybe they sneak in the playoffs. What's up, George? How's it going? Good to see you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, it was a great one. That was a great one for sure. Yeah, no, that was fun. I don't know who you're pulling for, George, but hopefully the team you're pulling for won. Let's see here. My pigskin pick'em. Okay, now I'm just kind of milking the clock at this point. So, you guys are free to go. I'm just chilling. I could send you guys somewhere else if you like. If you guys want some more streaming again, I'm just kind of chilling if you guys want to chat. If not, that's okay. Let's see here. I'm now 86-48. And I hate to say it, but I actually did pick the Cardinals to win this one. So, look at me, part of the 11% that get it right. Listen to the doctor, folks. I can prescribe you some dubs. That's what I can do. 11-3 this week. Pretty good week. Don't look at my previous weeks. 8-5. That's not bad. 9-6. 9-6. But yeah, we had a bad one here. Week 5, I went 5-9. But I started off the season pretty well. 12-4, 11-5, 10-6, 11-4, and then 5-9. That's just, oh my gosh. Again, 9-6. Honestly, I expect better. I expect double-digit wins, or double digits in the win column every single week. So I had a stretch of 4 weeks where I did not. But back on track this week. We're starting to feel it again. Really, no one knows who's good in the NFL. That's what's so crazy. So I'll make my picks, of course, before Thursday. So, yes, please. Yes, please. What did I... Oh, sending elsewhere. Yeah, for sure. Please do the Broncos. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jerry. No, I can't. I have to... Again, I'll make sure, Jerry, to post it in my post section earlier that day, or maybe that previous night. But, oh, yeah, you picked them as well. Nice. But, yeah, I have to call them the local high school here. I mean, that pays me. Again, I get some money from the ads here, but, it's not too much. But I don't know. Tonight I had a good turnout, so I'm excited to see how this will look. I'll get the information tomorrow night, so like at midnight. Like, hey, how much money you got? So, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I probably got about $30 tonight, so I got my money back from buying this stupid extra thing. Again, I hate what ESPN really pulled here. That's scummy. And again, that's probably why I had a lot of success, and I guess it benefited me. Covering this game. But yeah, what I hate that. I hate that they're really trying to squeeze every single penny out of us. That is just, to me, it's disgusting. They are so out of touch. I mean, a lot of people are, of course, when it comes to a lot of things up above us, of course, but try not to get too much into that. But yeah, that's rotten what they really pulled here. Apparently it was 10 million people. 10 million people at least were not going to be able to watch this game tonight. So that's insane to me. A lot of people have YouTube TV, and what ESPN was trying to do was just disgusting. Canucks 4, Predators 4. Jeez, yeah, no, I didn't really get to look at that again. I'm so upset that the Penguins lost. They were up 3-0, and then they blew it. Canucks, Predators 4-4. They may go to another overtime. Kraken 2, Blackhawks 0. Blues over the Oilers 3-2. NBA, Nuggets 130, Kings 122, Trailblazers 53, Lakers 52, Heats 54, Clippers 47, Timberwolves 125, Nets 109, Bucks 117, Pacers 115, Jazz 105, Celtics 103, Knicks 119, Wizards 102, Rockets 110, Mavericks 102, Pistons 114, Grizzlies 106. And then, of course, in college basketball, everything pretty much went according to plan. Though, again, Auburn almost lost it. BYU, Villanova. Villanova's always been decent, so that's a close game. That's not really too shocking, to be honest with you. UCLA only up by 7. Eastern Michigan. Interesting. Arizona over Florida, 93-87. Yeah, nothing really too shocking out of the ordinary. I don't really know. I should probably check to see how Pitt did. I swear if they lost. So I'm kind of curious to check the ACC. Pittsburgh won 74-59 to Youngstown. So won by 15. I wonder what the spread was. Yeah. Well, I might send you guys elsewhere. Again, I do thank you guys for hanging out. And again, if you're still here, well, hey, that means you, one, you fell asleep, or two, hey, you might actually like what I'm saying. So again, make sure again to like and subscribe. It does not cost you anything. I promise you, folks. I really do appreciate you again giving me a chance to call the game. You guys all have a great rest of your night. And I will see some of you guys tomorrow. For again, I'm doing Maction tomorrow. I'll make sure to post that sometime tomorrow, as I will be doing UMass and Akron. Again, I am all about football, folks. I call it all. And this game will feed generations of families. I'll do a little preview, actually. I'm kind of curious. Again, UMass is 0-8. They are not good. They are terrible. And then Akron's 3-6. Akron with a 76% chance to win. But you know what? Because of how the games I've called have went, this one could be, again, just, UMass could just pull the upset, get their first win. I remember when you all had satellites and they would scramble the channel. Yeah. For me, I mean, my dad, we got Dish, and we really only had like the local channels. So I never actually got to watch much of Monday Night Football when I was young. That's why there's really, to be honest with you, there's not much attachment for me with Monday Night Football as Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football to me was like, that was the stuff. That was the best game of the week every single time. That's what I look forward to every night. I made sure all my homework was done. And I just loved Sunday Night Football. Monday Night Football I didn't really get to experience it much. And I enjoyed Thursday night, of course, when it came out and it was on NFL Network. Then it went to like CBS. Then NBC had it, I think, and then Fox and all that. It was nice when it was on the local channels. Now, of course, it's on Prime. And again, that just gets me into a whole other thing where the companies and the greedy NFL and all these stupid, just horrible. They're so they truly are just milking us, and I hate it. And again, it's not just with football; it's with a lot of other things, of course. But it is frustrating, of course, with TV and all this stuff. Just we have to have this, we have to have that, we have to have this, we have to have that, just to watch football. Can UMass cover? I don't know. I mean, I know UMass and Buffalo played it close, and Buffalo's not bad when it comes to the MAC. Let's see, they got blown out by Temple, 42-10. They played FCS Bryant, lost to them 26-20. I mean, that's why they don't have a win, because they lost to an FCS school. Lost to Bryant 27-26. Then they got blown out by Iowa 47-7. Got blown out by Missouri 42-6. They lost 21-3 by Western Michigan. Got blown out by Kent State 42-6. Then they were actually, I remember this, they were actually ahead of Buffalo. I remember not watching it, but like keeping track with this game because I was covering another game, and I'm like, what the heck is going on there? Buffalo ended up coming back and winning 28-21. And then they get blown out by Central Michigan 38-13. So on paper, 10 points doesn't seem all that. Yeah, Akron should win by more than 10, to be honest with you. But on Akron's side, they're 3-6, but honestly not that great, as they lost to Wyoming 10-0, lost to Nebraska 68-0, finally get some points on the board, but lose 31-28. They beat Duquesne, FCS Duquesne, 51-7, get blown out by Toledo 45-3. Things, I guess, come together as of late. I guess they beat Central Michigan 28-22, losing to Miami of Ohio 20-7, lost to Ball State 42-28, but then they beat Buffalo 24-16. And that's Buffalo's only loss in the conference. So I don't know. I don't think Akron's that good. And this might be UMass's best chance to get a win all season. I don't really know who else they play in the MAC. MAC obviously is not good. But, I mean, while they play Northern Illinois, they're terrible in their last year in the MAC. Ohio, they're okay. They've actually covered plenty of them. Bowling Green's also not good. So, maybe not. Maybe they have some other chances, but yeah, it's not good. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Akron and UMass. And I might do another game. I might do a college basketball game. I'm thinking about it. That's when you recouped your money on Monday night. Yeah, well, yeah, tonight, yeah, I did. Tonight I think I did, depending on the ads. I'll find out. Sometimes they short me. Sometimes they're like, well, I actually didn't run them a lot of ads. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's stupid. Obviously, you guys don't like ads, but that's how I really get my money. That's like 95% of how I get my money. And honestly, I'm of course, I'm not upset about that by any means. I'd rather get my money from, YouTube than you guys. Of course, I'm flattered when I get other stuff, but that's not the goal. The goal is to really try to get the most of my money from ads. And of course, to try to make a living at this. That'd be great to do this. If I can do this 4 hours a day. Of course, for now, it's, obviously I do a lot of 9s and 12s on the weekends because of the college football and NFL. But, yeah, I mean, that'd be nice to get to a point where it's like, you know what, I do it 1 game a day, and I make good money doing it, and there you go. And then I can do this for the rest of my life. Imagine 80-year-old DrDelay on doing this. I don't think I should do that, actually. I should call it a day before then. Man, I appreciate you guys. All right, well, that's going to do it for me. Again, I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Again, just kind of yapping for no reason. But again, you guys are really appreciated. I can't stress that enough. You guys are. If there's no one here listening, then I'm not doing this. But you guys have given me a chance, and I really do appreciate that. I really do. This was a great night. And, of course, it's been a fun ride since March. And, again, I appreciate you, Nick. You've been here since, pretty early. Again, that baseball game with the Cubs and the Diamondbacks. And I'm ready for baseball. I'm ready for my stinking Pirates. I'm ready for them to go 70-92. But, I'm ready to call their games. I'm ready to call their games for sure. But, of course, I love football. Football is my number one. And I will love that forever and ever. And I love my Steelers forever and ever. So, yeah, I'm going to sign off. I will see if there's anyone else out there in the world streaming still. Let me go ahead and hide this, the technical stuff behind all this stuff. Again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out. You guys have been awesome. Let's see here. Let's see. There are some people. We got JG9. Let's try Rhino. Let's see. Hopefully he doesn't go off the air by the time I send you guys there. Sorry, if you guys want some again, I appreciate that, Jerry. I hope so. If you guys want some more football chat, I'll be sending you guys to a friend of the channel, Rising Rhino. He's doing a football show right now, probably ranting. Make sure, again, to bring up the Steelers beating the Colts for me. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Bring it up. Because, again, he let me know all about how the Colts were going to run over the Steelers. I didn't say a word. I was being the nice guy. I was the good guy. But the thing about it is, folks, the good guys always win. I might be a bad guy. I might be the guy that tells it how it is and hurts people's feelings. But I am a good guy, and the good guys always win. That's my prescription to you guys. Again, make sure again to like and subscribe before I head on out. Thank you again for watching. You guys enjoy the rest of your Monday night. And I will see some of you guys for Tuesday night for Akron and UMass. And I'm telling you, that's going to be a great game. I'll see you there. Good night.